Alright, test 1, 2, test 1, 2. Mic's looking good. I see camera. I see pillars in the background. Alright, and with these things combined, we have Mukluk Streams. Welcome everyone to another episode. I am your charming, self-proclaimed yet still humble host Mukluk, and I'll be taking you on the magical journey through Pillars of Eternity through this hardware. I'm gonna fade out the pretzel here so it doesn't clash with the Pillars music. We left off yesterday here in Queen's Birth, and there's a feud going on between the Valera estate and the Bardato estate, and they've both given me multiple quests on their own, as well as a quest to try to solve this feud problem. And to that end, we're about to talk to Zili Valera. This young man appears either to be composing or practicing a tune on his lute. He stops mid-strum, looking up at you with a friendly expression.
Apologies, Lord, if I intrude upon your peace. Inspiration eludes me still. If you are after some scenery, I suggest the far end of the bridge. It smells better when the wind blows in from the sea, of course.
What? Lie. I just came to listen to you play.
Oh, sorry to disappoint then. I'm having an imp of a time with this piece.
He offers you a sheepish grin. Bluff. I hear you're the one to talk to about certain kinds of jobs.
It was Persa, wasn't it? Is she recruiting again? You can tell her I'm not getting involved in whatever she's up to.
And she's up to what again?
Look, you seem like a nice person, but I'm just here to practice my lute in peace. Go plot your mischief with Persa. She's got a room at the tavern down in the gullet. Just leave me out of it.
Okay.
Just don't hurt Persa, okay?
Oh, can't talk to him again. I think I had a second quest that involved him, but talking to him there makes him want to no longer speak to me. Alright, alright. So we need to go to the tavern and find Persa. Can I access...
Thing is another about the shores of Rauatai.
Whoa, what? Get the sailors to leave. Huh. Okay, so I'm guessing there's like a captain or a named sailor I need to talk to at some point. Shrimp?
Maya Rua?
The sailor's eyes bulge. He prods his cohorts with an elbow and a shush. They all stand at attention.
Didn't think I'd find you in Queen's Birth, did ya? At ease, soldier.
Maya clasps her hands and squares her stance.
Apologies, ma'am. We promised to behave this time.
Swallowing, he looks over to you and nods.
Defiance Bay, am I right?
The sizable Almawa smiles and claps you on the shoulder, hard. Say nothing.
So, what brings you here, friend?
What are you doing?
Captain gave us extra coin to occupy ourselves while we're on leave. We've been draining Valian wine cellars and trying to remember the words of Rauatai anthems. Loudly, as often as not.
Okay, Martino Valera wants you out of Queen's Birth.
Valera, one of the stuck-up pirate hunters. We move for no one, friend.
That's where you're wrong, soldier.
Maya whistles through her teeth, and Ashiza's feathers bristle at attention.
Meaning no disrespect, this is our shore leave.
Hey, rockin'. I'm good. It's been a pretty chill day. I stayed at home the whole day, just kind of vegged out, played a few online games, did some chores, got a haircut. Let's see. There's a musician playing his lute by the bridge. Best songs in the district. At first, the sailor looks like he's going to fire back with harsh language, but his expression softens.
Wonder if he plays any Rauatai songs. Come on, boys. Let's get out of here.
Alright, cool. We got that done without a fight. Alright, we got the bounties. What else we got here? Investigate the feud. We talked to Zili. Oh my gosh, this is such a mess of information. Local tavern means approving myself. I can head back to Valera once I'm ready to kick off the talks. Alright. Let's see. Deliver a missive. Not sure if there's anything else to really do here. Bigger fish. Oh, here we go. We have the sailor's slave. Talk to the Valera estate and find Persa, who frequents the hole in the gullet. Alright, let's just go back to the Valera estate and turn this in. Alright, zone in here. And we can tell them that we got these sailors to clear out of the town. They were fine with us murdering the sailors. They just wanted them out of there. But I managed to do it in a friendly manner. Got that silver tongue. Let's see, is this guy in here? Or Civil Arrow? Already nearly no hair and still want to cut them even shorter. Wax them off, maybe?
You're gonna make a habit of turning up.
This isn't even a buzz cut. I don't know what you're talking about. It's not that short.
Slippery as an eel.
Not a problem.
Can't get that. Alright. Now, I do shave daily. I can't... I'm one of those people that just... facial hair just makes me itch. So I do shave every morning. Hey, Chef. How's it going, buddy? Alright. Talk to Atella.
Adu, what brings you to the Hole of the Valeras?
Azali has agreed to meet and discuss the terms of peace.
You really managed to convince that stubborn Pugra to show up. I'll make sure the estate is prepared to receive her. If you must, but try not to dawdle.
Alright. What was... Let's see, bigger fish. Martino. Oh, this guy.
I no longer hear the perverted anthems of Rawatai echoing
The
across
perverted
Queensberg.
anthems. The Royal Deadfire Company sailors are gone.
And Zili has a new audience. Clever.
He unceremoniously tosses you a sack of coins, his interest already elsewhere. 1,000
Stick
copper.
with me and you'll be on the winning side when the dust settles.
Now what?
I'm waiting on word about the next job. Pay a visit in a few days and we will talk more.
You gained Valera sails. He just gave us new sails for our boat, I think? Alright, hold on. That's the first time I found new sails. Here we go. 5 sail health, 5% travel speed, 5 meter combat speed. Cool. Alright. Okay, let's quick save and start the peace talks and see if we can get these two people to
what
work together
brings you
without
to the
murdering each
Hole
other.
of the Valeras? I will send a messenger to fetch Azali. Whether she is still receptive to the
I'm
idea
the
of a
long-haired
truce
monster.
is
Some
ultimately
just
up
speaks
to
to me
her.
because she... That's fine. No, I got it. I got it. That's my poor impression of a Wookiee. Alright. So we got two royal houses that hate each other in the room now. Bardado and Valera representatives stand arrayed around the dining table wearing expressions of anxiety and resentment. The temperature of the room suggests no more amity than when the discussion began. Alright, merchant diplomacy option. If we could open by defining each of your grievances and demands. Before you can finish your sentence, Otello cuts you off with a hard wave of his hand.
You run your bank like a crime syndicate. Some of us struggle to tell the difference.
We can take it up with the director anytime you feel like explaining why your children are intimidating my merchants.
Zali opens her palms in every way composed. She glances over at you and her mouth turns downward. I like how she's got like lightning crackling over her body.
I see our would-be mediator has arrived.
I said the first thing.
We're here? I hope this wasn't some elaborate, ill-advised jest.
I would not willingly welcome a Bardato beneath my roof for the sake of a jest.
Diplomacy. Please, let's try not to sabotage this from the outset.
As long as the Valera remembers his place, we shouldn't have any problems.
You are terrible at this, Azali.
My place is in the dueling ring. Care to let the gods decide, Lady Bardato?
Quiet, Martino. Watcher, now would be the time to lay out your reasoning.
Let's keep trying the diplomacy options. I've made allies of former enemies before. I think we can all pull together into a stronger force.
Ak, raise the stir in the White March Mountains. The same could be done here.
A force? Watcher? To what end?
I think they'll like this option. The only end there is profit.
I see you've spent too much time in the Bardato's company.
Atello, you let your children lash out at the Bardatos. What is your goal?
My goal? To wring out a little respect from this feud before we go under. The company will bleed us dry. We give our lives, our loved ones' lives, and they don't lift a finger to help us. The Bardatos turn their backs. Why shouldn't I teach my children to walk with their heads high?
Azali frowns, looking at him skeptically. Azali, why shut the Valera family out of trade?
One does not arm the competition. Besides, lesser people have made more of themselves without the aid of banks.
Azali stops herself, seeming for the moment to doubt her own convictions. And the pirates?
Vagabonds. The only thing I'll say for Atello is that he is a son of the Republics. I'll treat him like any enemy of note.
I'm amazed you can say this with a straight face, Azali.
Intimidate. Enough! Your frustrated cry startles a cat outside, as evidenced by the piercing yowl and scrabbling of claws and panicked departure. Azali and Atello study you, equally unimpressed.
I told you this was a waste of time. There's nothing to be said.
Martino sighs and casually tucks a hand in his pocket.
Indeed. We've run out of reasons to maintain civility.
Please, you're all on the same side.
Enough.
She sighs, adjusts her stance, crackling her neck and straightening her back.
Just standing here is a loss that I'll have to recoup. Starting right now.
From the darkened recesses of the dining room, men and women step forward with blades drawn. The nearest drives a blade into Atello's gut. What?! His eyes snap open and he exhales as the wind is knocked out of him.
Kill them all. No loose threads.
New quest objective, survive. What the shit? Oh my god. Lady, I was totally on your side on this. Oh man, we're gonna get hit from the back as well. Oh
Sweet birth awaits me.
no. Pass the heal.
That would be enough.
Shodi needs a priest.
Shodi is a priest. You can't need a priest. Shodi needs a priest. Shodi is a damn priest.
Does not work.
Oh my gosh.
See that issue?
It makes no difference.
Are you even?
Oh my gosh.
My guts in here,
She
Captain.
stayed upright.
Afraid not, Captain. Aye, aye. Let's go.
Come on, summon more ogres. Nice shot. Nice shot. Oh, that guy got splattered.
Wait, they see you. Wait, pass me something else.
Alright. Oh my gosh.
Damn, missed.
Get back here, you punk. Okay, well. The only survivor was the guy that got gutted at the beginning of this. Ah, this is some Romeo and Juliet crap.
Alrighty.
Alright, well, what did we get from murdering all of you? Deltro's Cage Helm. Receiving shock damage grants the wearer's attacks additional shock damage for a brief time. Deltro's Cage. +2 all electricity power levels. Weird. Bardato's Luxury. Oh, this is the electric armor that lady was wearing. Exceptional one-handed mace. Grants nobility. Gain resistance to con afflictions while unharmed or healthy. What is healthy? Above 75% health. Between 75 and 100. Alright. Bunch of weird doohickeys.
Consider it done.
Alright. Hey, Atello. Let us speak in my study. We're in your damn study. Are you bugged? Were you not supposed to survive that fight?
Be quiet.
Alright, hold on. Survive the meeting. Oh, that's it. Quest complete. Peace talks between Bardato and Valera families culminated in a massacre. I wonder if this is a bug. I wonder if he is not supposed to survive that. Oh shoot, cancel that, cancel that. I can't rest here apparently.
Ishi.
On the bright side, we can safely rob this guy's place. Alright, whatever. The quest is done. The psychos...
Slippery as an eel.
So at first during the fight, because this guy's health bar was green, I thought the Valeras were still on my side and I was only fighting them. And then all the other Valeras that were over here came running in and started murdering my party from the back. We lived. We just had one person get injured. We're gonna have to get them patched up. I think he should be dead, or at least... Yeah, he was on one knee bleeding during the fight, and I was like, oh, okay, he's like a quest person, he's probably going to talk to us after the fight. But now he's just saying, see me in my study, and the quest is complete, so I don't know what's going on there. I feel like either he wasn't supposed... Either A, he wasn't supposed to live, or B, he was supposed to, like, talk to me after the fight, or something. I'm not sure. Okay, well, the other thing... You know what? I don't know if I could do that other quest I was going to do, because I think it turns into one of those people that just died. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. Helping Hands. Oswald. Family Pride. Get the sailors to leave. We did that. I wonder if I had done the sub-quest before I had the meeting, if I would have been more convincing to them. Well, if I play through this again, I can try that. All right, let's head back to our boat. Let's go adventuring. Maybe you gotta go upstairs. He said his study, and the map said that we were in the study, so truthfully, I don't know. And again, the quest closed. The quest is no longer in the log, so... And it just said they were all massacred. Which makes me think it might have been an oops. Supply. I wonder if I should save up to get a better boat. What kind of boat do I have now? Oh, wait. Is this my boat? That's my boat. Deer wooden ship. 25 sail health, 50 hull health. Alright. Supply. Junk. Oh man. It takes 2 turns to turn those ships because they're so much bigger. Huh. But this thing is massive. Minimum crew 9. Novice. Seasoned cannoneer. It's tempting. Alright. Leave by sea. Alright. That's fine, though. I'm happy to get back on the boat, do some boat things. Let's find a boat quest to go do. Alright. Oh, you know what I've never done? Shoot. I've never explored the rest of this island. Dang, okay. Leave city on foot. This is what I've not tried yet. I keep forgetting to try this out. What's that, Dacilla? Let's see what's here. Search the location. Scroll of minor healing. Cloak of protection. 19 baby pearls. Scroll of blessing. 4 scoria. 3 to Andraona. Okay, we cleared it out. Oh, fruit trees. Can feed the sailors with that. Malkotu's canopy. Oh, it's got a loading screen. It's gotta be something juicy. You're cutting your way through the dense, hilly jungles to the west of Nekataka when you stumble upon a small campsite. At first, it merely appears abandoned. The 2 tents present have collapsed, but then you see the bodies. 2 corpses, torn apart and mostly eaten, sprawl across the dark earth. Search. How do you do it? The campsite has been thoroughly destroyed. The tents lie crushed as if under some great foot. A kettle rests on its side, very nearly caved in, and the fire has been stomped out. The trees to the south hunch bent aside as if whatever caused the carnage came from and left by that direction. Examine the tracks. Nice. You also, you recognize large, uneven, roundish tracks as those of a lurker, a massive conglomeration of carnivorous plants. You also note a wide groove down the center of the tracks. It seems the lurkers were dragging something heavy behind them when they left. Check for spirits. You'll focus your watcher abilities, opening yourself to the presence of lingering essence. A vision tugs at you, dragging you forward like the rushing current of a flooded river. I'm trying, Rocket. I keep forgetting there's more to this island than just that big city. You see, dude, it took like 8 or 9 hours to go through that whole city. It's ridiculous. You see the creatures, nigh twice the height of a human, standing among the ruins of your campsite, eating the corpses of your fellows. Vines and moss hang from their amorphous, bark-covered form. Lurkers. Waves of anger and fear wash over you. Anger and fear, but also faith in Aethys returned, and with a prayer on your lips, you fire arrows from your enchanted bow, each as cold as sleet. You hear a rushing sound to your right and turn to face it. The vision ends abruptly, so something just killed him from the right? Search for salvage. Hide, antlers, and other trophies lie around. Maya cocks her head and listens. Fangs, antlers, pelts. A small chest with food. Sugar, milk, merkberries, water, egg, pork, fresh fruit. Nice. Let's see. Want to put that lamp of yours to use, Shodi? Alright, so she just pulled in the souls of the dead. Let's burn the bodies, that's less work. What? That gave me... Maximize positive reputation with a companion? So Shodi just maxed out? You collect and wrap the remains, then gather tinder and kindling and build a small bonfire. As the bodies burn, you try not to breathe too deeply of the smoke from the smoldering flesh. 1 hour passed. Okay. Search the area? Follow the tracks. The creatures seem to have put no effort into hiding their tracks. You easily follow them deeper into the jungle. The path enters a clearing, and you almost walk into it without recognizing the danger. From the edge of the foliage, you see numerous lurkers among a few bulbous dank spores. The primordials remain almost entirely still, seeming no more threatening than the trees that surround them. Conjure a magical decoy as a distraction. Oh, conjure blight. Chanting quietly, Takehu performs a complex rite and summons something at the far edge of the clearing. It crashes loudly through the thick growth. The lurkers slowly shift and stomp away from the sound. The spores, however, remain. Okay, so we just split up the enemies? Oh shoot, you guys aren't able to? Oh, is the camera blocking it?
I was wondering if I could run something by you.
Rockin', you're the first person to ever point that out. I will see what I can do about that. What's on your mind?
Well, to put it simply, you are.
Oh.
I've tried, but I can't get you out of my thoughts and dreams.
Oh my gosh, everyone in the party is trying to get my pants. I think I know where this is going.
You do? I hope that's a good sign then. Or at least tops the usual omens I get. Forgive my audacity. I know I've got no place to, but I care for you. More than I can rightly say.
Fingers trembling, she wipes her damp palms on her tunic. Ooh, sweaty hands.
I was wondering if you might return the sentiment.
I thought you were interested in a deer.
I thought I was too at first. But somewhere along the way, well, I realized he wasn't the one making my heart stutter. I don't look up to him like I do you, and he sure doesn't make me sweat like you do.
Oh my gosh, the fish man that was flirting with me is right next to us, Shodi. It's about time you woke up. Damn, dude. I've always been here for you, Shodi.
You have. I know you have. It's just that the truth is, I was afraid to want you. I didn't think the Watcher himself could be interested in me. When you think about it, how powerful you are compared to me, it doesn't hardly make any sense, does it?
Yeah, that statement didn't make any sense.
I'm almost afraid to believe it. That you would want me just as much and fierce.
A reminder, I am like a 3-foot tall rat. This is about as funny as when people were flirting me in Divinity when I was a skeleton. Shodi ducks her head, but it fails to hide the blush and the smile that's spread across her face.
But darned if it doesn't make me so very, very happy.
2 sounds like a psychopath. Tuck a loose strand of hair behind her ear. An easy, confident grin slides over her face, revealing her straight white teeth. She runs the tip of her tongue over those pearly teeth, touching a canine thoughtfully before she slowly, carefully entangles her fingers with yours. Pupils blown, she inhales a breath.
I'm gonna make you so glad you picked me, Watcher. You'll see.
She rocks forward then and touches her lips to yours. She nuzzles gently once, twice back and forth before opening to you on an exhale, her eyes sliding closed as she deepens the kiss. Yo, the other 3 party members are 1 foot away from us.
You taste like forgotten dreams. Like fate.
She pants softly after, eyes opening in the wash of awe. I changed my mind, this wasn't a good idea. Just panic and run. Why don't we continue this discussion somewhere more private?
Watcher, I thought you might never ask.
We're in a swamp. Where are we gonna go? A throaty, eager laugh escapes her as she tugs you forward by the hand.
There's so much I've longed to try and to see. Or to not see.
Oh god, we're about to lose our G rating
Let me
for the
turn my
night.
lantern low. I want nothing but shadows between us.
Jesus Christ. She runs a hand through her mussed hair. She watches you hungrily, though she should be well sated. God.
That was divine. Surely, Watcher, you
Oh,
are
that's
the
it?
lesson
It's not
from
even
all.
gonna do the fade to black? I thought at the very least it was gonna fade to black and, like, time skip an hour. Alright. Shodi got a taste of rat booty. I don't know what to say about that. Alright. Gotta get that injury off. There we go. I know, Zurin. I set a new record, but we won't say whether it was for quickest or longest.
Can't hide from me.
Oh, these are the mind control spores. This is not going to be fun.
I sense it.
There. Oh, good.
Need to get those, there we go. I was gonna say, I need to get these summons out before all the mind controls hit, because it gives them more targets to mess up with.
Quick, toss me something else.
Ooh, 2 level ups. Some combination of fighting and watching me and Shodi go at it. Just level up 2
Between
people.
the eyes. Just like
What is that? Oh, Sand Blight? So, Takehu summoned that. I've never seen a Sand Blight. Frostseeker Warbow. Fires multiple projectiles at slightly reduced damage, plus 10% damage as freeze. AoE at target location on scoring a crit. That sounds incredibly good. Alright, let me see this here. That's right, that's bound. I don't even know how he's getting this thing checked off. One of his spells? Alright, so she actually uses a warbow for when we fight skeletons because they're immune to the gunshots, so I'll give that to her as a backup weapon.
leave it to me.
They are rockin', but I have a, my guy's subclass is called a Beckoner, so when he does any summon spell, it summons more of the thing, but smaller versions. So instead of 2 giant giants, I summon 4 tiny giants. Yeah, exactly. So I get 4 tiny giants, but their health is lower, their duration is lower, but their damage is the same. So as long as they don't die, they do way more damage output by having twice as many of them. Okay, so there's a charmed dog here?
Not a problem.
Trixie? 5% of hits converted to crits. Okay. Well, maybe it was just cold out rockin'. Alright, Muck leveled up during that. Get bluff up, athletics up. And what are we gonna do here? So we got the ogres, they're fantastic. Oh, I wanted to get this at some point. That's really good for the tank. There's a few other things here that were nice. Max Zeal. Max Zeal was good, but that's not as good as this. 1 additional enemy can be tanked by you and 10 deflection. Alright. So now I gotta change his chant so that he's using that one. Let's see. If I have him doing both of these, there's a little bit of a gap where they're not quite both going, but it's like 80% uptime on each one. Alright, I'm gonna tap that quick save button.
I'm on it.
So not only did Shodi get with the little rat Muckluck, she did it in a swamp with witnesses. No shame on that girl. Alright, looks like we're done with this area. I think that unique bow was the big reward. What? Hold on. Let me change this. You guys can see what I see. That's what I'm seeing right now. Oh my goodness. The game crashed. Luckily we just quick saved, I guess. Oh my gosh. Please wait, we are experiencing technical difficulties here at Mukluk Streams from our sponsor, Pillars of Eternity 2 Deadfire. Please note we are not actually sponsored by anyone. Except maybe Camera God and Man Animal and the other donators. That's the closest thing to sponsors I got. Skip the intro. Yep, crash number 2 in the whole time I've played the game, which is not awful, but it's not great either. Because this game has been out, I think it came out early 2018, so like 11 months it's been out. Scared me when the music stopped. There we go. Alright, dive back in there. Alright, hold on. I'm going to change the camera to get back to where you guys see the game with more FPS. So give it just a minute. There we go. Alright. Let's try once again to exit the area. See what happens. Glad with quick save, didn't have to redo anything. Although maybe I could have got done with a second chance to last more than 1 second. With witnesses! Oh god. They witnessed my shame. Is here. Water. Repair supplies. Nomu the Marauder. Yo, there was a lot more stuff on this island. Alright, quick save. What's a Teo Ramunga? You notice a small pavilion containing a large weathered statue of stone a little ways off the path that appears to be a Hawana shrine. Search the area. The statue and surrounding area is clean and maintained. Locals likely visit the shrine frequently to keep it that way. You look around but don't see anyone nearby. Approach and identify it. Oh, it's a religion check. It portrays Nagati, the Hawana's rendition of Andhra. An inscription runs along the shrine's base. The surf smooths stones but also crushes them into sand. Pray and rest? You kneel before the shrine, whispering your prayer to the cool stone. It offers no answers, but you feel calmer as you rise to your feet and set about making camp. 8 hours pass. The hours pass without complication, and you wake and continue your journey. So did we get a buff or anything from that? Or is that just a resting spot? Nomu the Marauder. I'm guessing this is going to be one of those small zones that just has like a bounty boss on it. Alright.
Can't hide from me.
Alright, tap on that quick save. What do we got? Bunch of barbarians, a boar, a bear, 2 druids. The 2 druids are a little scary.
Ready when you... Not a prop. Need a hand?
Alright. I'm gonna uncloak him. So they come running at him. Then I'm gonna uncloak all of these guys.
Right between the eyes.
Get those ogres off. Yeah! Go ogre teenagers! Dude, like, that guy's almost dead. Like, these ogres do so... Even though they look tiny, just they're basically shrunken, fully grown ogres. They have a lot of damage output. Oh, we mind-controlled their bear. My bear! Oh my gosh, that guy got exploded! Oh my gosh! What was that? Worm hit 23. Worm hit 23. Takehu crits for 37. So I recently gave Takehu a spare rifle. He has like no gun skills, but he has like a magic rifle. Oh man. And we got his head. Okay. Shodi and Takehu just leveled up. Alright. Oh, did she just get a new tier of magic? I think maybe. Minor Intercession. Plus 25 health restored. Friendly AoE. Minus 5 seconds of hostile duration. Okay. Pillar of Holy Fire. Unsummons a flaming pillar of righteous anger, burning everyone in the area of... that includes allies. Gotta be careful with that. Salvation of Time. Friendly AoE plus 10 seconds to the duration of beneficial effects. Hey, Chris J, how's it going, my friend? Plus 10 crit damage. Plus 50% actually with summoned weapon spells. Summoned creature spells. Resist the effects of a hostile spell. Spiritual Ally. Summons an extra planar ally loyal to the priest. I love those summons. My cleric doesn't have any summons. What is a priest ally? Is this like a small angel or something? Let's try that out. Oh, we get two things. So we got the heal, we got the ally. I don't really think I would use either of these spells over those two. Let's see, plus crit damage. Action speed with summon creature spells. There's resistance to spells. Spell resistance is nice. Should I just get more hit points? 2 health per... Well, she's like 11 now? Should she get like 22 health? I don't remember how much health she actually has. Let's do spell resistance. And then I'll look at her hit points for the future. Oh, here we go. Health 154. So it would be more than a 10% increase to her maximum health. Alright, let's get that. So instead of getting 10% spell resistance, let's get more than 10% more max health, because that would also help versus physical attacks, not just magical attacks. I'm number 1 bit giver? Oh, because it's December 1st, the thing just reset. Steal, yeah, I see. It's you with no badge, you with the number 1 badge 1 second later. There was a stream I was in from the guy I raided last night, and people were talking about how a Twitch event wouldn't really work in real life, because when people want to throw bits, they would just be chucking pennies at the person on stage. Okay, what are we gonna get here? So Druid skills, we got Summon Blight. Spell Shaping, Heart of the Storm, Fire, Electric. Frost and Water attacks. We have multiple Frost Water attacks that we use. Moonwell. All defenses. For 15 seconds per 3 seconds. What do you mean per 3 seconds? Decay and Acid. AoE. Alright, what does Chanter get at this level? Spell Shaping. So we already got Paralyze. This makes it Paralyze and then Frighten. That's only for Self. Powers nearby allies with strong and steadfast. What's the area of effect? 2.5 meter 90 degree cone? Let's just get the improved paralysis invocation. That's fine. I just have to check his AI to see if I need to change anything. Oh, that's not it. That's not it. It's this right here. Alright. Here we go. Alright. Fine hide armor. Chameleon's touch. +1 to an attribute and a skill determined by the user's class. Alright.
No need to ask twice.
Nothing up there. Alright, let's tap the quick save because of what happened earlier before we do the zone line. And step back out to the big map. I was listening to a YouTube video today about just all the crap that Blizzard and Bethesda are going through right now. Oh my god. I already knew most of it, but it was still just like, really? You guys are so stupid right now. Like, I would hate to be a community manager at either of those places, just like every day going into work. Like, what did we freaking do now? I don't know if people who Magic the Gathering when playing an arena have one of the sickest strap decks I've ever seen. 2 millstones and Psychic Corrosion. Most of my... I know Chris J plays Magic the Gathering if he's still here, Zurin, and most of my coworkers play it. Roa O'Hara. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. Alright, another fight. I welcome the fight! To the west of Nekataka, rolling verdant plains stretch towards the mountains. Spiked plants with bright flowers punctuate the emerald green tall grass. The occasional tree dots the landscape, broad foliage casting shade like a parasol. You crest a rise to see a group of reptilian figures roughly 100 feet down the hill. Hunched atop a broad flat stone, the Zarips chirp and squawk. Sneak closer. Fail! You slink quietly through the brush, eyes alert for other threats. As you near the group, you observe a party of roughly 10 Zarips. Several are poking at grubs with long sticks under the guidance of one of their shaman. At the center of the circle, 2 of the grubs snap at one another, egged on by their Zarip captors. Yo, these things are having a dogfight with slugs. One of the Zarips perks up, nostrils flaring, and its head twists directly towards you. It barks and chirps, pointing a claw in your direction. The small creatures produce bows and spears, which they brandish threateningly at you. They make no move to attack, however. Let's try diplomacy, because I don't think I can get any XP from killing these. Easy there! I mean you no harm. The Zarb Shaman steps forward, feathered headdress swaying. It chitters, points toward the horizon, then points toward a pouch hanging from its waist. The other Zarps nod. You have no idea what it's trying to say. Maybe it's offering me the bag if I leave? Sure! The Zarb roots through its pouch, glancing between you and the contents of its bag. You're not sure whether it's suspicious of you or trying to judge its own belongings, maybe both. Eventually, it settles on something and withdraws it. It takes a few furtive hops towards you, sets a small dragon figurine before you, and then hops back. You've gained Ivory Worm Figurine. So once per day, and at 8 charges at maximum, it can summon 2 worms. Alright, thanks. I'll leave. You leave the Wilder behind. The Zarp silently watch you back away. Once you're well away, they begin chittering amongst themselves. A few turn back to their games, but others take up watch positions around the periphery. GG night with friends at least once a week. Rockin', you play, like, the actual physical cards by this? Just my guessing by what you just said? When you're with your friends? Once per day you pull your little worm out. We already did that with Shodi. We lasted like 1 second. Alright. Pahowane. Looks like this is a challenge for us. I welcome it. When those were Muck's last words. 12/1/2018. Never forget. Great minds, rockin'. Alright.
Dim in the lantern. Can't hide from me.
Oh, alright, hold on. What do we got? Zarup Plague Striker. That's a new monster. We got an explosive oh, there's a big explosive barrel over there. Ah, back up, back. Ah, shoot. Oh, there's something coming from the rear, too. They came from behind. Alright, let's have you... ogres... and shield wall. Let's have you... What is the range on this? Oh, gosh. Oh, we can spell shape that and focus it. That's still a really big spell. It's AoE health restore, so that's like our only AoE heal. Alright, and this is Res and Wicked Briars, but that hurts allies. Alright, let's do Devotions of the Faithful.
Might as well be hitting the water.
Alright, let's do her once per fight free AoE heal.
Quick, toss me something else.
Oh! Wow. Big fireball, and then my ogre just like backhanded this thing for almost all of its hit points. Get ogred. Get Shrek'd. I have no regrets on that pun, none at all. Alright, we're doing okay. I was a little worried on all the damage my backline was taking. Get Shrek'd. I'm laughing at my own joke. Too many targets. The ogres can't even get to those guys.
This does not work.
You know what? Since the fight's almost over, let's see if we can see what this summoned angel thing looks like. If we get it off in time. Alright, that's it. That's the summoned spiritual ally. It has abilities. It has heal, friendly target robust. It gives people health regeneration, armor, and con. That's awesome. Corrosive breath. Foe AoE. Foe AoE? So it's not gonna hit friendlies.
No good to me.
That, oh, it's a, wait, what? Oh, the gun just leveled up. Heartbeat heals 20% of the damage done by the weapon per 3 seconds for a short duration.
Alrighty.
Okay. That pet is awesome. You can use it as a as a source of healing if you're hurting. Summon the pet and have it spam heals. Okay, hold on. The last two members of our party just leveled up. Mechanics and survival. Oh, did she just get a new tier of stuff? Alright, what's this? Each sack now also increases damage against the chosen race. Each increases defense against the chosen race. The ranger targets the enemy's head, interrupting them. The ranger's anal companion falls over and appears to be dead for a limited time. When the companion stands back up, they regain health from the time spent resting. I don't really like any of those. Yeah, it is. Improved critical's good. Spell resistance is fine. Plus 10 accuracy against low health targets for the ranger and their pet. Let's get those two. That's just more damage, without really having to change their rotation. Okay. Alright. Explosives, metaphysics. And... Alright, what are we gonna do with her? She's currently pumping out this song and the heal. So the heal's non-negotiable. This one's just kind of, it's nice. When do we get level 5 magic? Level 13, and she's level 11. Because this is gonna be big. Kind of a big deal. Alright, let's look at Cypher options. Plus 10 max focus. Body attunement. Mental block of the hand granting them the robust inspiration. Wild leech. Let's force 50 major pierce all in the line. Echoes. Not really sure I love any of these things. Oh, penetration with weapons. Pen has been a problem recently because of all those metal golems I was fighting, and it kept just saying, no pen, no pen, no pen. What class you need to summon the... So the thing that you just saw me summon was a pre-spell. Tier 6 magic, spiritual ally. Summons the extraplanar ally. And it had infinite uses of that, of robust. And robust was heavy regeneration and armor and stamina buff. And infinite uses of acid breath. And also it was just a big guy with a hammer and shield.
All right, what have we here?
Whoa.
Will not be seen.
Well, shoot, I'm glad we came that way. Alright, so there's stairs going down. So with my Diablo 1 training, I'm going to do the rest of the level first before I go down.
Not a problem.
Wagon seems to be in relatively good repair in sharp contrast to its weather-worn surroundings. Oh, what's going on here? Hold on. Everyone back up, except Muck. What the? Oh my gosh.
This weapon's no good.
Second try, I say.
That dog won't hunt.
Okay, so I was letting it melee a few times to see what kind of numbers it puts out. Spiritual ally hits for 19. That's not bad. Graze for 8. So around 20 is base damage.
Try something else. Hell, right between the...
Oh, nice. The robust spell is like insta-cast.
I swear.
It has a, like, he has a long recharge time. Like, he can't do anything for like 6 seconds after he does it. But it's like instant cast to do it. But he has to, like, touch to the person, so when everyone's clogged, he can't reach them. Interesting. Wagon seems to be in relatively good repair, in sharp contrast to the weather-worn surroundings. So, Rockin', you would need one of your... Like, if you're... if you're a pure class, you can summon that thing as early as level 11. If you're multi-class, I think level 13.
Sure.
Standing within the cage is a Hawana woman, clad in bedraggled clothing and covered in numerous scrapes and scratches. She clutches at the bars as you approach. You! Quickly, you must help us! Those things have already come to take away my companions. How did you get here? We were traveling with other merchants when the Zarups attacked. They cut us off from the others, dragged us here, wagon and everything. The beasts have already taken my friends from the cage. I cannot imagine what they will do. Do you know anything about where we are? I only know the Zarups are led by something else. It speaks as we do, and by the sound it makes, I think it must be very large, but I have not seen it. Alright, let me get you out of there. Not without the key, I think, nor will I leave without the others. I cannot leave them to die. Okay, one, this is like made out of sticks. I feel like I could break this open. But what do I know? And two, an old person saying, I'm not leaving without the others, is just like, alright, well, I guess you're gonna die. It'd be easier to say the others if I don't have to worry about you.
Can't get a clean hit.
Oh, there's an explosive barrel there. No one use fire? What did I just say? Oh my gosh. Alright, let's use her brand new AoE heal spell and spell shape it into a more powerful magic if I can.
Might as well be hitting the water.
Alright, nice. Oh, we've got a steel-clad construct here. Alright, can you reach that gunpowder barrel? Oh, never mind. It's already... There we go.
Can't get a clean hit.
Second try, I say. Nothing to help?
See that, Ishi?
I love that AI at work.
Useless. Oh, good. After us. Quick, time for something else.
This could take a little while. Alright, let's do this to increase everyone's aim.
Just like I tried to find position.
Death to our enemy!
Can't get a clean hit.
This is why I gave one of them the penetration feat earlier. Because of these guys. So look at the messages. No pen, no pen, no pen, no pen, no pen.
Try something else.
Come on, we need the ogres. Summon the ogres! Come on, Shrek him. Oh, even they did poop? Even they did poop? Miss, 9, no pen. Oh my gosh. I was hoping they would just destroy it. Oh my gosh, something just like backstabbed us. Oh my goodness, what in the hell?
Just never you mind that miss.
Freaking Bengal tiger just came running in?
Get a clean hit.
The hell? Where are these killer cats coming from?
Sure.
Nothing to help?
Alright, let's have you all target that Zarup. It should die faster. Oh, and then he vanishes. He ninja vanished. Alright, let's increase our aim again. Yeah. Freaking little rogue.
Hitting the water. See that, Ishi?
This does not work.
Just like our
Alright, our tank's getting a little low. He's lay on handsing himself with his paladin skill.
Better run!
weapon's no good to me.
I don't know that any of these skills are honestly going to help right now. Well, maybe. Let's try this. Oh, hold on. It grazed. Well, how much damage did it do? It says 160 slashing. Did it actually hit? It missed the second time, so I couldn't see it. Alright. Wow, the tiger's like roiding out or something. Alright, so summon ogres on the cat, because they don't hurt the construct very much.
Try something else.
We've almost tickled this Iron Man to death. Alright, ogres, hit the kitty. Oh! Yeah, they hit you just fine, don't they? Kitty doesn't have the same armor. That's very different.
Leave it.
You alright? Alright, that was a weird combination of creatures. I don't know why Zorops had giant metal automatons with him. Okay, so my main guy's class, rockin', is Chanter Paladin. Chanter, he does like 1, 2, 3 chants, like Bard Song, Bard Song, Bard Song, and then an invocation, which is like a big burst of magic. And right now I have him set to do summoning as his burst of magic. The Paladin half of him helps with tanking and healing. Then this character is a Chanter and a Cypher. The Cypher half is kind of like Enchanter, crowd control, mind control, stuff like that. Her chanting, she's summoning the little Drake whelps and little skeletons and stuff.
Easily done. Can't take all the credit.
They help with tanking because they keep enemies off of us sometimes. And they also help with damage. Alright, so we just got some gloves. I'll just throw those on you. Oh. Oh, shoot. No! Oh no, is that gonna aggro?
After him. That was about as useful as a bump on a pickle.
Oh gods.
Fair. Got it. This will be hitting the water.
This is not what I intended. Chill fog. This is cold damage. Oh no, this Plague Striker's appearing behind us.
See that, Ishi? I don't think so.
Not good. Not good. Alright, cast withdraw on Maya. Nice. Oh, it's so rare that I use that spell. She's already out of level. Oh, because she did a bunch of emergency heals. Yeah, I can. The thing with the priest ally is it's a I get 1 charge of tier 6 magic per fight, and I can shoot with that 1 cast. I can either do an AoE big heal or summon the guy. So I was waiting to see if I needed the big AoE heal. Oh gosh, there's another one. Oh my gosh. Alright. This is not good. Cast withdraw on him. Okay, he's saved. You... cast this acid thing.
Never you mind.
Just there's dignity in death. Can't get a clean hit.
Honestly, these guys aren't that bad if they were hitting the tank, but they appeared from like every side and were hitting all the wrong people.
Still got it.
Quick, I see something else.
Like, look, it's appearing over there now.
Position. Let's go.
Does she still have... No, she doesn't still have it. Alright, Watchful Presence is a delayed heal that goes off after you're about to die.
See that, Ishin?
Alright, so we accidentally aggroed a bunch of stuff down here, and then it all came running up here. Which honestly may have been an easier way of dealing with it. Wait, is the fight not over?
Sure thing.
Won't work.
Oh god.
Just like.
Better try something else.
Right between the eyes.
Well, at least this guy's flesh. He's an Etten. Oh, he got a cleave. He hit all of us.
Weapon's no good to me.
Come on, guys, fill him with holes. Oh, wow, she mind controlled him. We didn't want to mind control him. My... Oh, we got it. My healing auras were healing him when he joined our side for a second there. Cell key. Okay, so now we can free that lady out of the jail cell.
It will be so.
Cuts of flesh and charred limbs have started to ripen. Acolyte's Frostbite. One-handed hatchet. Grants solitude. Gain concentration every few seconds while there are no nearby allies. Wow, that's really good. That would make him, like, uninterruptible for getting, like, summon spells off if I was tanking with that. Solitary Faith. Cast Chill Fog around the caster when they are defeated so long as there are no nearby allies. I don't want to, like, spend money to get an enchant that only goes off when I die. Grants a chance to launch a small blast of cold around the caster upon receiving a critical hit, dealing freeze damage to nearby enemies as long as there are no nearby allies. So because everyone in my party's ranged except my tank, it'd be really easy to have this stuff trigger. Freezing Bite. 10% chance to paralyze the target in ice for 3 seconds on crit. Freezing Gust, 25% chance to launch a freeze damage cone on crit. Does it say the damage number? It really doesn't. Well, that's very interesting. I'm going to hold on to that. I might tank with that. Really, my tanking weapon right now isn't great. It's just really funny. It's the pervy talking sword. So, and it levels up. So I don't know if it's going to get better tanking stats later. Alright.
Not a problem.
Large decaying heart stuffed with straw has been mounted on the wall as a grisly trophy. Let's talk to the Kwaru trader. At a glance, you take this man to be one of the Huana. His face crumples as you approach, and he sags in his binding, murmuring repeated oaths of gratitude.
Please help me. I do not know how it is you came by this place, but please, you must save us. Those animals. Aid him. My friend. I could only watch.
He hangs his head shuddering.
Riku, who takes his life and spares mine. Please, let me free. I cannot stay here any longer.
Alright, this guy's going into shock. Untie him.
Ikira, you have my thanks once again. They took someone else. Badima. She must still be
Okay, yeah, we found
to the
Badima.
southeast. These creatures must have a key somewhere. Please help her. I think I will be sick.
Continue.
May Nagati guide you to calm waters.
He staggers for the entrance. Alright. Let's head over to the lady in the cage. Akira, you have done it. I heard fighting. Are you hurt? What are the others? One of them made it. He's waiting for you outside. Nagati preserve you. I owe you much. I've lost enough today. I have no goods to give you in thanks, for they were stolen from us, but you are welcome to what you find. I would be rid of this place and quickly. I'm welcome to what I find. She's like, my reward for you is anything you find that has nothing to do with me. I mean, I get it if you have nothing, but don't act like you're giving me something. Just be like, I owe you one. Alright, that's pretty good. Definitely feel like I'm the right level for this place. Rocks and debris have collapsed onto this mechanism, rendering it inoperable. Let me tap that quick save button. Let's go down the floor. Yeah, I think when I first came to this city, if I came to this dungeon, I would have been absolutely destroyed.
Not a problem.
Shoot. This appears to be a one-way, and I'm going the wrong way. There's an empty socket in this panel as if something were removed. See, this is 9 with 2 armor rating. This is 11. Suit to all electricity power levels. Oh, I just realized this is an armor upgrade. Ooh, looking good. This doesn't really do anything for me, but it's a matching set. Shocking. What does this do? 1 perception, religion, and insight. Well, she's religion. Oh man, that is spooky. That's our girlfriend. 1 resolve grants lone wolf. Skill depending on the user's class. So it doesn't easily show. Alright.
What do you think?
I guess we'll go back upstairs. There wasn't like a second way down that I saw to the second floor. Not sure how to get down there.
Speak freely. Not a problem, Captain.
Alright, well, I guess let's step back outside. I wonder if I can talk to those people I rescued outside, or if they've just made a run for it and they're gone. They might just be gone. Yeah, I don't know. Unless there's like another nearby dungeon that connects to the basement of that one. I'm not sure how to get that door open. Alright. Okay. Wow. There's a lot more to this island than I thought. Alright, let's head back to our boat. We can pick a direction to sail to. Alright, leave by sea. Okay. Where do we want to go? So many quests right now. Let's look at the bounties. Bounties are fun. Return to Aboko. Oh my gosh, really? I had already finished. Okay, Aboko and the Wild Mare. That's one load screen. That's not too bad. Wild Mare. There we go. So apparently in my big old bag of heads, I already had one of the bounties done. I just had to go turn it in to get to the next bounty. I'm guessing you gotta come back later and you get a quest from someone who tells you another way in. Maybe. Or maybe they give me a key to open up that weird wall that looked like a mosaic or something. Here's that good music.
Ado, my hunter. To what do I owe this delight?
Parakua's head. Here's your thirsty drake.
To think that such a magnificent creature could also be a water-hoarding pest. Dragons are a complicated bunch.
Oh.
Agrasima, my friend. You will let me know if you are interested in more work, Ak?
What bounties you got?
A marauder gang boss called Nomu broke free of custody along with the rest of his plunder buddies. It is said they wasted no time getting up to their old tricks. Prison is too kind for pirates. So there is a bounty on Nomu's head. He and his ilk fled to the wilderness north of Nekitaka.
Reach into my bag of heads. Pull out Nomu's head. Here, catch.
I hope I will still find this disgusting when I am important enough to toast with the elite bounty hunter.
This guy's like, you are so messed up. Why do you have a big bag of heads?
I tell them all that the captain of your ship will always be my favorite hunter.
Next bounty.
A sea troll has been making a name for himself raiding fishing villages with his minions. They call him Tahe. That's thief to the locals. I hear the Huana hate few things more than a food steal. Warriors fan out to catch the fiend.
I've got this one
So far,
too.
they have no luck. Tahe can't have roamed far from his latest raid on an island southwest of Nekitaka.
Give time. Hold on. No. Ah, Tahe's head catch. I hope he enjoyed his last meal.
You have done us both a favor. My esteem in the bounty community rises, and hunters come to buy me drinks.
He chuckles to himself and passes you a pouch of coins.
My friend, you have drained the wellspring and made us both very famous. If you have not spoken to her yet, find the Goldpack Knight Okauro in Sacred Stair. She can give you more work.
Nice doing business with you, buddy. Alright. Was one of these for Okaro? The Goldcrest Knight in Sacred Stair. It doesn't say who gave me this quest. I probably already got the bounty from that person in Sacred Stair. That was funny. We're literally joking about how I just keep a big bag of heads. And then he's like, oh, here's the next bounty. Pull out the head. Already got it. Here's the next bounty. Pull out a head. Already got it. Just 3 in a row. And one of them was a dragon head. I was like, I thought it would come in handy. Big old drake head. Too good. All right. How much do we get? A lot of XP for that? Decent. We just leveled earlier, and we're almost a third of the way through this level from that bounty. I was thinking we were losing some frames, but I'm not sure if it's just the rain or not. Alright, skate by sea. Loading the world map. Still takes less time than loading up the table in Pathfinder Kingmaker. It's such a shame. Alright. What's next? Duigras the Ascetic. Traveling in the wilderness of Crookspur Island, northwest of Nekitaka. Northwest, okay. You got strange habits. That has nothing to do with this. Northwest could be a lot of different places up here. Wait, Biakara? Did I have a quest for Biakara? No, Baina. Bakarna? Okay, I guess not. Wait, Bounty Biakara. Kill Biakara and take her ship's triumph. Hold on. It doesn't have skulls. I might be able to do it. Alright, I'm gonna quick save. What's a ship's triumph? Like, I would like for Triumph to be the name of her ship and just take her ship. Ah! Okay. They've got less hull than we do. Charge. Just ram into it. Okay. You need a head? Sure, I got one. What racing color do you need? That reminds me of that episode of Futurama where they were drinking the soda that was made out of people, and he goes, "How does it taste?" And she's like, "It varies from person to person." Alright, here's the ship we were just rammed. We injured 3 of our own crew to do this.
I don't think so.
Stop! Alright. Tank run in front.
Just like that.
Summon ogres. Use the wall. Everyone else, you're on free reign. How do we want to do this? Actually. Circle of protection.
You ask too much.
Oh man, they're coming from every direction! Alright, we need to throw down a blind to reduce their damage. Chill fog, baby! Let's turn those eyes off. Alright, guidance. Now these are humans. Humans die a lot faster than everything else we've been fighting. Oh, we just mind controlled the enemy monk. Yo, you didn't need that tank, did you?
Not happening.
Nice. Lance of the Midwood Stag. Two-handed unique pike. Cast Woodskin when the wielder becomes bloodied. 5 to armor for 15 seconds. Interesting. We can take one of their cannons. Juana colors. Wow. Rum Dum Regir gains a level, gains a rank. Lots of my sailors leveled up. Lots of sailors leveled up. That's really the short of it. So I could share coins with crew if I get their morale up, I guess? You know what? There wasn't a lot of coins in this. Just this one, so I want to see what happens. 75 out of 100. 97. Oh, they gain more experience if they're happy. They went from 10% bonus XP to 20. So it might be worth the loss of coin. Alright, take all and continue. Now I gotta fix my boat, because I was like, F boat battles, and I just rammed into their ship. I was actually a little worried that their ship would just instantly sink, and then I'd lose all the loot, because I wasn't sure how that would work. Alright. We have some injured people here. And they only rest when they're down here. This is helmsman, right? Let's see. Who else can be a helmsman? She can, but that's not gonna happen. Pretty much know it. I can have this not helmsman person be the helmsman, so that these three can heal. Okay. Alright, well that was rad. That was one quest down. Wait. Okay, that's a merchant. I will allow you to live, merchant ship in my waters. How's our hull doing? 33 out of 50? We need more medicine. Desawa the shark. I don't know if it's gonna leave me alone. My hull is damaged, so I'm not gonna pick any fights right this second. Hasongo? Wasn't on the bottom left someone with helmsman in the description? There was... Let me see. 2-star navigator... No, none of these can be helmsman. But it's fine. It only comes into play, I think, if there's like a skill check. If it's just steering the boat around while the others heal, it's fine. To my knowledge. Alright, quick save. Let's see what's at Hasongo. An empowered... Oh, this is very useful information. I didn't know this. An empowered ability is cast as though the user were 5 levels higher. I knew that you could use Empower on yourself just to get your skills recharged. I didn't know exactly what it did when you used it on a spell.
Asked me to train a crop of new sailors. Guess the sharpshooting lesson was wasted. Should have spent that time talking about home.
Know anything about this place that could help?
I didn't stay long. We sailed north for target practice, then circled back. Should have kept going.
Alright. I'm sorry, Maya. We'll do what we can to help. Nodding, she strikes a salute to the ruins of Hasongo. She holds that position for a lingering moment, then stands at ease with a sigh. Okay, so we got here to check this place out, and it's apparently all been murderized.
Our green friend walks with a heavy stride. Akira, we should check on the lighthouse west of here.
Alright, I'm gonna tap that quick save button. We just got 200 XP for discovering this place. Alright, I'm gonna reveal the tank. Hey, buddy. Alright, I'm just waiting for everything to hone in on him. Alright, now reveal everyone else.
Didn't work.
Are those explosive? Nope, those are normal barrels.
Still got it.
Alright, so the last target is mind-controlled currently, so I've got to manually do the attack command.
Oh, good.
Okay, are these Nagas? Coral, yeah, they are. Coral Naga Warrior. So did the whole town get wrecked by Nagas? A ripe stench wafts from the boats, a corpse is pinned behind them.
Let's go.
Okay. Alright, something there. Oh, are these people? Like they got turned to stone? And they're turning to dust when I loot them.
Maybe another route, Captain. One that does not take us into the snake's nest?
Ah, we can handle it. Takehu. This is the next main quest area, I think? Huh. Like, it was marked on my map, I just... I've got like 20 quests right now, and I honestly just didn't remember what marked it for me. I guess we're full on cannonballs, we can't loot the cannonballs. Whoa, shoot, what did I miss? Coral Naga Warrior.
This does not work!
Alright, hold on. What is up with you?
That was about as useful as a bump on
This
a
thing's
pickle.
gonna get wrecked. There we go. Another Naga Blade. Kind of to be expected. Oh, that was the crate with the cannonballs. I don't need to check that. Okay. Let's see what's in the storage tower. I would kind of expect it to be a dead end, so I want to check it first. Okay. And now Mao woman whirls toward you, her eyes wide and wild. Her uniform is disheveled as if from several days' wear, and her breath comes in rapid gasps. With her and are a few wounded soldiers and a huddle of commoners in dirt-stained farmers' smocks.
Shut the door, quick, before the Naga get in.
It's already closed, but her glazed eyes seem to be staring beyond it. The soldiers look up too, their faces drawn with pain and exhaustion, their eyes rimmed red and gray. It's alright, I'm here to help.
We're the finest soldiers and cannoneers in Aora. We don't need anything.
Her hands are trembling. There's something unusual about her brittle confidence, distant stare, and shaking hand. You can read the signs. Whatever she saw has her rattled to the core, so she's in shock.
Captain, 2 places I've seen that look. Healers' tents and exceptional brothels. This is neither.
Thank you for pointing out that we are not currently standing in an exceptional brothel. That was extra funny because of the tone of voice she used. She blinks at you as if seeing you for the first time.
Wait, you're not the reinforcements. There are supposed to be reinforcements.
It's okay. Hazanui Karu sent me to find out what happened.
What's the Navy for if not pulling good soldiers out of a bad situation?
Onakaza gave the order, I say. Let the Kahanga share the credit.
Takehu aims you an admonishing look? Maya sighs? Wait. So this makes it sound like Takehu and Maya are on opposite sides of this little political garbage. If she hears Takehu, she gives no indication, but your assurance seems to have calmed her. She gives you a quick, stiff salute, crossing her forearms over her chest.
Then you'll want my report. Yes. The first thing was the Colossus. It showed up a few days ago, a week ago. I can't be sure.
Okay, so the god in the Audra statue stomped through.
But it was huge. Glowed like luminous Audra.
That was Aothus. No. Actually, instead, I'm going to say what happened next.
The Colossus was coming right for us. Fleetmaster Ko ordered the gunhawks and cannoneers to take up positions. They fought.
Oh, she hid.
The rest of us were sent below.
Oh no, if you're sent below, then you're not a deserter. She looks down at her hands, which she has balled into trembling fists. Focus. What happened next? She steels herself.
I heard cannon blasts, artillery fire. Felt the world shake. Then the water started coming in. We came back up, and the others were... I don't know. Like they'd been turned to ash.
Okay, so Aothas ripped their souls out.
And the Colossus was walking away. The fort was flooding, where it had broken our walls, and the luminous Audra in the lighthouse had gone dark.
We have another quest for Luminous Audra. If there's a piece here, that's great. Where's the lighthouse?
On the western side of the fort. It's a true marvel, a monument to Rawatayan engineering.
Proof we can tame and transform this place.
This guy's face.
The scale bellies.
Scale bellies? I'm not gonna ask that. I know what he's talking about. All right, I see. I'll look around.
Wait, the Naga.
Her hand starts to tremble again. She tries to cover it.
They skulked in after, once our walls were down. Those of us who were left fought. But those cowards moved through the sunken hallways. Ambushed us from below.
Those of you who survived ended up here. Both Sahira and the angry soldier look away in shame. I'm not trying to pick on you guys.
Those snakes are little more than animals. No match for trained Rawatayan warriors. When the Hazanui's reinforcements get here, we'll strike back.
He trails off, his gaze distant as the scenarios of bloody vengeance no doubt playing in his mind's eye.
And build our walls back up so nothing gets through. And double our cannons. So we can destroy that Colossus if it ever comes back.
The Colossus that marched through here was Aothas, if you care.
That monster that killed our people?
I told you, Zahira. The Godhammer scrambled their god, and now he's taking his revenge.
He's glaring at farmers?
Our gods are above petty motivations like revenge. No, Gon's got a bigger plan for you and me.
We are aware of his atrocities.
It's no coincidence your Aethys shows up just as Latharn storms out.
I feel like I may have just got this guy onto a path where he's going to attack these farmers, but I'm just gonna say farewell.
Don't go back out there. You'll be safe here until reinforcements arrive.
Her throat makes a dry clicking sound as she swallows. Girl, get some water.
Just stay away from the water. Damn scale bellies are hiding down there. They'll ambush if you get close.
Sometimes you can see them, if you look carefully.
She stares off again, gazing at nothing. Oh, look at this touch. He's been counting on the wall, like carving with his short sword. Like, is that how many days they've been hiding down here, or just like hours or something? A grenade. Alright. Alright, cool. Glad I talked to them. I've seen that look in two places. A healer's tent and an exceptional brothel. Alright, alright. I had almost forgotten the main point of the game was following the big statue. It had been so long since I did anything with that.
Can't hide from me.
Whoa! Oh, gosh. Alright, hold on. Okay, so there's a whole bunch of Nagas over there that are ready to, like, shoot arrows down.
Just say the word. I'm on it.
Can you sneak past? Okay, yes, it appears that you can.
I'm listening.
Alright. No! Oh no! Go! I said go!
Let's go.
Alright, are they gonna follow us, or are they just gonna stay up there? Okay, they're gonna stay up there. Cool. They don't want to lose their advantage.
Quietly.
Alright.
I sense a predator in the water.
We're not gonna go fight the water right now.
Can't hide from me.
Need a hand? Leave it to me.
Hey! You all be stealth.
Nuh-uh, didn't work. Ha! You see that, Ishin?
Better run! They will pay for this.
We should be out of combat right now. Why are we not? Can I use chill fog to destroy all these barrels? Yes, some of those archers are aggroed on us. That's what's going on.
Not a problem.
Let's go.
Alright. There was grubs in some of those.
It usually works.
Okay. Let's do devotions to increase everyone's damage and aim.
Can't get a clean hit.
Holy Radiance, the free heal.
Oh, good.
Nothing to help? Will they build ensemble?
Quick, toss me something
That
else.
shaman is dropping like small comets on us.
To our enemies.
Nice, there we go. We mind controlled one of them. Alright, well, let's kill the one that we dominated.
Right between the eyes.
Excellent. And we got a lot of XP too, because we had never fought Nagas before. That's
Sure
cool.
thing.
Alright.
Real
Can we
quiet
do anything good with this mortar? A heavy brass bombard is perched atop the wall, pointing out to sea. From here you have a commanding view of the flooded fortress. You know the swell of fatherly pride when you see a newborn. Getting my taste of it. Maya pats the hide of the weapon. Turn the... Oh wait, hold on. Check for ammo. It is not loaded and you don't see ammunition nearby. Best pay another visit to this anxious quartermaster if we're low on shot. Turn it toward the cluster of Naga. You try, but it's stuck. You notice the gears attached to the rotating platform are rusted. Whoever it was shirking their maintenance duty had better be among the casualties. Maya glowers at the platform. Push it into position. Once again, the highest might in the party is our 3-foot-tall Chancer. Ah, success! Despite the rusted platform shrieks, Lynn's managed to turn the bombard towards the Naga. Oh, barely. She has 19, it required 18. Okay. Aim the bombard at the cluster. Mechanic skill, success. Maya is confident you could take out the Naga on the platform at this angle. Alright, so now we need ammo. Alright, so she said go talk to the anxious quartermaster. I assume that's one of the people in the storage tower. I honestly think I could just fight through that whole pile of Naga, but blowing them up with a giant cannon that we turned around is not bad either. I'm reminded of the scene in Dragon Age Inquisition when there's like, you're in the snowy mountain and that invading army's coming and they turn one of their trebuchets around and shoot the mountain and it makes like a Mulan avalanche and they toast their own city but also the invading army when they're about to lose.
Is there anything else?
We're gonna find ammo for the bombard.
Ammunition? We keep lots of ammunition. Get new shipments all the time from Rawatai.
She nods brightly, clinging to this hopeful thought.
Not for the bombard. Fleetmaster Ko fired it all at the Colossus. All that's left are cannonballs, and they're too small.
He sags, despondency creeping up on him like a chill.
Maybe Imuro had some. In his workshop, he was making these new explosive shells.
The injured soldier shoots her a look and she breaks off.
Kara, but you did not come to mine the reef.
Takehu thumbs his chin and furrows his brow.
Soldier, did I ask for an inventory of your supplies? Stick to the topic.
Maya raises a shaky figure and holds Zahira's gaze before lowering it.
Anyway, you should check, just in case. Imuro's workshop was by the northern gate.
She hands you a key. Alright, northern gate. This is a fortress. Surely you've got some way of fighting the Naga. She bristles.
The finest cannons and bombards in the archipelago. Why, you can barely walk the ramparts without...
As she remembers the destruction outside, the indignation fades away and her distant look returns to her eyes.
There's still one. There must be one. They can't all have been destroyed. But you'll need a trained artillerist to aim it.
The big guns and me are on friendly terms already, Captain.
She strikes a salute and grins. Who's Latharn and what do you have against these farmers?
Dawn Stars.
Fleetmaster Ko hired them to tend the fields that supply the mainland, but they started acting strange, dreaming strange.
Okay, like Shodi.
You mean dreaming of things to come?
One of them, Latharan, had a row with the Fleetmaster over it. Left angry just before the Colossus showed up.
And?
You think that's a coincidence?
I think their praying called it here. Getting back at us for the Godhammer. Even if not, they definitely know something.
Spitting at our god? You ought to fear for the future of your soul.
Shodi, shut up. Your god just stomped on their house. Alright, farewell. Alright, so they just let something slip. They were making explosive shells for some reason that they wanted to hide. So they were doing, I don't know, some kind of excavation or something that they were not supposed to be up to. Alright, they said that guy's place, the workshop we need to look in, just to the north, and here's something. Here's a door that I missed. This might be it, or it might be something completely different.
Be quiet if you can.
Okay. What do we got?
Is it me, or is
Whoa!
an awful lot of powder?
I don't think...
Saw with it.
Cast the spell.
Can't get a clean hit.
Oh man. Guys. Do you guys see all that gunpowder down there? And it's all unstable. Alright, everyone back the F up. And you shoot that barrel. No lens. Listen. Listen to my clock. God damn! I mean, I knew it would happen, but it still scared me. And the bird survives. Like when you hit Pidgey with the hyper beam and it just faints. Oh my gosh. Artillerist manual. I'm guessing this is what, if you didn't have a mechanics person in your party for some stupid reason, this will tell you how to fire the gun. No? Wait, no. Why are you opening that? Why not the mechanics person? That was weird. Gunpowder, brass tail, cannonball.
Give me the order.
Lots of stuff. The debris is charred and blackened with spent gunpowder. Yeah, because I just set it off. Oh, it's cannon holes to hit people outside. Outside armor. Fine arquebus. Is there no way through here? Oh, there's stairs there. Flooded stairs. So if I can go to a lower level and swim up, I could get to that room. That explosion. I'm like, oh, this is a great idea.
Slippery as an eel.
I see a soul in the darkness.
Oh.
One ready for reaping.
Alright, let's fight these at an angle where those explosive barrels are not a factor. I don't really want to deal with that. Tap that quick save button.
Yeah. Can do.
Hey, I'm just a lonely little boy. I don't know how I got here. Y'all know where the bathroom is?
Damn.
Let's do chill fog.
Cast again.
Hardly seems fair.
Oh, did he get interrupted? Dang it. That's bad.
Mowing.
Okay, and let's do increased defenses.
Better try something else.
Let's go.
Let's try that chill fog again if you can. Nice, he got it off that time.
This does not work.
So they've got some summoners down there after my own heart, sending stuff up, sending a bunch of blights up slowly. I'm gonna have to hack my way down there. You know, before they become an issue, let's just set these gunpowder barrels off prematurely. I don't want them to go off when I'm not expecting it. There we go.
Can't get a clean hit. Oh, good.
This
hardly seems fair.
All right, let's pause and. Ooh, we're out of magic of that tier. Okay. What's this do? Sickened if successful. Sickened is minus con. You know, I don't know that I've ever used that spell. Oh, it's a very short range, and it hits allies as well. That's probably why.
Can't get a clean hit.
Hold on, where is she at? Why are you over there? Woman, get back!
Right between the eyes.
Shit.
That was about as useful as a bump on a pickle.
A Bump on a pickle. Alright, I'd rather have no one get into melee range of those totems if possible. Alright, can you snipe the other one?
Between the eyes.
There was a little bit of a glitch there. Her AI was trying to cast her Hunter's Mark on it, and you can't cast Mark on a totem apparently, so it was like fail, 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 fail over and over.
Captain. Huh.
Is this about to go off right in that guy's face? Because that would be lovely.
Lost the spell.
No, okay, so those didn't explode, but they did do burning damage.
How good, I say.
Right between the eyes.
Death to our enemies.
Just like
Okay, let's do Watchful to increase everyone's damage and aim.
Makes no difference.
As always, I'm feeling kind of cocky versus humanoid opponents after all the metal robots and Ettins we fought.
Better run, loser.
quick, tell me something else.
This will not do.
One left. There we go.
Their limb. I hear you.
Can probably grappling hook across there.
Real quiet now.
Anything else on this dock? Yes, there is. Black powder now soggy, clumps inside the crate. There's a grappling hook if I didn't have one already. I'm betting inside this house is a ladder that goes up to that level up above. Because there was a hatch that we could see from the outside. There's a ladder. And stairs going down. Ah, I bet it's going to be an athletics check to try to get to that other room I saw earlier. Alright, we just quick saved in case I'm about to drown myself. The stairs descend into a flooded hallway. The water's clear and the passage seems to continue for quite a ways. Swim in. As the passage begins to grow dim and the water cloudy, you reach an intersection where the walls are spiderwebbed with cracks. The hall continues left and right. The way on the left is dark, there's a faint glow to your right, but still, dark shapes obstruct the passage. Survival? Orient yourself? Your finely honed sense of direction tells you that the hall to the right leads west, while the route to the left seems to bend southeast, back toward the docks. Alright, go left. The hallway curves around until you reach a door, swollen with water and stuck in place. You give it a cursory tug, but it will take more effort to pull it open. Might check. Lens. Success. After several sharp yanks, it flies open, revealing stairs to the surface. I'm surprised there was not even an athletics check for keeping, you know, like holding our breath that long. Usually it makes us do that. Okay, as we suspected earlier, it looped back to this room. What's up, Naga Soul? You feel the presence of a soul, twisting and sinuous. It notices you too and draws nearer. Its restless essence tingles against your own, searching, hunting. You recognize it as the soul of a Naga.
What is this? Come closer. You glow so brightly, just like
The soul recoils from a memory of violence, like a child snatching her hand from a hot stove. What were you searching for?
away.
Memory blooms at her core. A burst of vehemence shudders through her essence.
The striped fiends profane the island, endlessly burrowing, building. They bury the Adra under stone. Sugan says we must find a way in.
Sugan says I must find a way in.
You're a scout.
I am Yanas. Yanas searches. The fiends gather at the walls, searching too. Not for me, but they see me still.
You died.
No, not dead. Still searching. Stay a little longer. Your glow is a comfort here.
Come with me.
It is too dark. I will lose my way, or be swallowed by the terrible walker.
So the terrible walker is probably the giant colossus stomping around, sucking up souls. What are you looking for now?
A way, I said. A glowing, shining way.
As she speaks, you feel yourself pulled into her memory and into the dark abyss of the in-between. You remember it from your own brief sojourn there. Yet from the darkness, you and Yana see a bright rift, a pillar with roots that seem to reach into the heart of the world. You recognize this as an Adra pillar.
The way glows like an anglerfish lure.
So probably the Adra that was at the lighthouse?
Safe.
You are drawn to it, drift toward it.
I will follow the way, I think. But then I see another glowing thing. This one does not feel safe.
Probably the Colossus. Another glowing figure appears, this one shaped like an enormous walker. Yep. 3 stars burn above its brow. You feel Yanas's fear at the walker thing, even as you recognize it as Aothas. You watch as the glowing figure approaches the pillar. It reaches out and a violent current rips through the darkness. You hear a chorus of screams, but they sound distant and distorted as if coming from underwater. Light and energy flow into the strange being from the pillar and from 100 points gathered around it. At last the pillar is dark, the glowing walker recedes brighter than before, everything is dark.
Now, there is no way and no light. I am afraid.
Alright, I'll restore the Adra pillar and then you can continue.
The way? I am searching for a way. Show me.
She melts into the ether and becomes a quiet presence behind you. Okay, now we got a Naga soul following us. Swim back to the kitchen. Alright. So let's take the ladder up to the roof. See what we can do up there. This is probably going to just be an alternative way to the spot where the grappling hook would have taken you. From what I saw outside. Yeah. I'm gonna double check, but I'm pretty sure you can just grappling hook between these 2 poles. Yep. Okay. So that's kind of what we expected. No real surprise there. But we can't go anywhere else here, so ladder back down. That was just an alternative way to get across there, it appears. Now, I think when we go into the flooded passage, it also said we could swim to the west, which we have not done. So I'm going to save the game in case I drown myself trying this. Alright, swim. Go right. You pull yourself past the corner and into a labyrinth of carnage. Debris from a half-collapsed wall and shattered barricades clogs the tunnel. Corpses weighed down by armor and bloated with decay bob and hover in the open spaces. That sounds like nightmare fuel. You kick off the rubble to propel yourself forward. Even so, the way forward is more taxing than you initially thought. Athletics, swim onward. Partial success. It looks like Maya is dragging behind. You press on. Maya appears to be struggling, but by the time you notice, it's too late to turn back. The exit is still a gray blur when you see the panic in Maya's eyes. You grab one of Maya's trembling arms and pull your companion toward the light. You reach a wood-paneled wall with a ruined green banner when you see the exit on your right. You push toward it. Once out of the water, Maya doubles over and vomits a mouthful of seawater, trembling with exhaustion. Maya was injured. Alright. We can fix this. So we'll rest at the other end of this unless we're pulled into immediate combat. Sneck wife. White Tiger, you know my sword and also Shodi are the only women for me. Oh, White Tiger, if you just got here, you missed it. We got with Shodi. It didn't even do a fade to black. She's like, oh, let's have private time. Click. And she's like, that was amazing. And people were, Zurin was like, wow, that was quicker than usual, Muck. I'm like, oh, thanks. So yeah, she wanted the rat booty. Alright, so let's rest and heal up Maya, who just got injured. Oh my gosh, no. There we go. Sugar, poultry, oil, Jaeger. Alright, lots of alcohol to make our pirates happy. Alright, so we successfully swam under this barricade to this room. A cold, stiff hand protrudes from the rubble. Charming. You know what? I have no idea what this does. Oh, it's crafting. Okay. So we might be walking right out into an ambush because this is not the way I came. So we'll find out in a moment. Our goal is to still find ammunition to fire that cannon toward the Nagas. December 1st, you were backed up. I see what you did there. Oh, all it did was take us across this, and we'd already been through here. Okay.
Captain. Huh. You were saying?
Alright. I'm sure we still have the element of surprise. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Looks like there's a little bar here. Fine greatsword, exceptional medium shield, some grenades. What? Alright.
Quickly and quietly.
Oh, lots of people that got turned to stone for Maothas. Looks like they were in the middle of firing bows at him or something, or guns. Alright, what's the deal with this? Probably a climbing wall. Loose masonry mars the southern wall of the gatehouse. Some of the protruding brick looks prominent enough to climb. Yet the stonework feels slick with sea spray and slime moss. You estimate a difficult climb and a dangerous fall. Alright. So far, every difficult, taxing thing, there's been an alternative route. Or route, if you're cultured. So I'm going to look around before I commit to climbing up that thing.
Can't hide from me.
Whoa!
You're mine!
We'll be hitting the water. Right between the
This
eyes.
guy's got a bit more health than the others. Oh, no, maybe not. Maybe I just had a lot of misses on my first attack. Oof. That looked like it hurt. Okay. Alright, we were told... Is that... Yep, engineering workshop. This is where we should be able to get those mortar shells we need. How's it going, White Tiger? You just get home? The uncultured way is default. If you really prefer Raoute...
His fear. Open. Open.
Makes no difference.
Oh, killed by the tentacle.
Damn. I'll have to cast again.
Hasongo Workshop Records. Someone ordered 152 barrels of black powder? These are freaking crime lords. Raoute. Don't mind me, but person I don't know. I'm just here to steal everything. Ah, explosive shell. There it is. Hey, I'm Murrow. An older man hunches over a work table, scribbling furiously by the light of a flickering lantern. His hair is an oily, matted mess, and his cheeks are streaked with black. He looks up as you enter, shielding his eyes from the torchlight behind you.
Finally, some peace and quiet. Just keep that bird away from my work.
Stand down, Ishi. The man is doing important work.
Slave sphincter, those snakes were noisy. I don't suppose you brought any extra parchment with you?
He brushes a lock of greasy hair behind his ear. As he does, his ink-stained fingers leave another mark on his cheek. I'll get you to safety. There's a tower by the docks.
No, I've gotta stay. Gotta finish while there's still time.
He breaks off and pinches the bridge of his nose, smudging it with black too.
Slowly, Aimuro. Can't expect them to know if you don't tell them.
He takes a deep breath and nods, seemingly to himself.
I'm writing it all down. My research, my work, something to survive before the next walk-in Colossus, the next Naga warband.
He blinks, his eyes wide and distant.
Do you need something? If not, I should focus. So much to do.
There are survivors by the dock. I can help you reach them. He waves a hand, already turning
Safety
back to his
in numbers,
nose.
A comforting illusion. Let the others have it if they wish it.
Oh god.
I must see that my work survives.
Alright, what happened? I know what happened. Explosive shells, already got one. How do I get to the lighthouse?
How indeed.
A high, anxious laugh tumbles out of him.
Naga everywhere. Suppose your best chance will be up along the walls, west and south. But how to get there? Better perhaps to keep going south, around the edge of the fort, through Fleet Master Ko's office. More cover from the Naga.
Alright. Well, we got the shell. We should be able to fire the bombard at the Naga on the interior. Woke up about 5:30 a.m. Wasn't able to go back to sleep, but I got to watch a bunch of X4. I'll be honest, I'm not hooked. So I rated Dan's Gaming per your suggestion yesterday. I didn't realize how big of a streamer that person was. Like they had follower notifications off, they had raid notifications off. You know, it just he was already just so big that stuff would just flood him. So no one really noticed us. But we popped in there and I watched him play for like 15-20 minutes before I went to bed. And the whole time, he was trying to figure out how to mine a rock. He was just shooting lasers at flying rocks for like 20 minutes. And I was just like, okay. It felt like an MMO. Load the bombard. You use the shell in. Fire the bombard. Give it to me, give it to me. Oh my god, that destroyed part of the dock. Delightful. Give me that loot. All that loot's in pristine condition, right?
Consider it done.
Real quiet now.
Oh, can't climb up here?
Not a problem.
Like that, alright. So it's really that way, or grappling hook that way, or down this way.
Time to see and not be seen.
Alright, I don't want to walk right past a bunch
You
of
were
explosive
saying?
barrels. It makes me nervous.
You see that, Ishi? Aye, aye.
Up! Let's fight you not by your little totems.
Need a hand?
Back up her brain. And let's do chill fog.
I can't get a clean hit.
Can't do it.
Oh, we mind controlled the siege roll. Only Fallout 76, he's on top of everything and has all the notifications on. don't misunderstand me. I wasn't trying to whine about the notification thing. I was just stating, like, oh, it's a shame that, you know, no one really noticed this. But yeah, I did spend some time watching the X2 thing that he recommended. It reminded me of an MMO, like a very time-sinky game.
Just giving them a favor.
I swear.
Is Stormblight immune to... Okay, no, there it goes. I was like, is that thing immune to guns like the skeletons? But then it died.
Next time, a challenge.
Nagas with an A on the end, not a hard R rockin'.
Quiet now.
Good lord. Alright, this must be that Fleet Master's office we were told about. Whoa, what? Who's attacking us? Who's attacking us? Oh god, we're in a footprint! Look at the size of this thing. We know what that's from. I don't release the hours of stream type if you wanted to play it as an off day. Yo, that foot.
Your orders? Aye, aye.
Real quiet now.
So, what shot us? Someone in that house? Confused. Alright, quick save. Let's go in here. A kitty? I don't think a kitty shot us, White Tiger. Oh, by the way, touching... So I talked with the missus about your suggesting about using, like, stream purchases, like trying to use them on taxes as a business expense. And apparently we don't make enough money in our household to do itemized taxing. I'll be completely honest here, she does most of that stuff for the family, so I'm not in the loop on most of the stuff. She's been doing it for like a decade now. Oh, a kitty made the footprint. Got it. No, that was the Colossus. But yeah, apparently we're... In no way that she knows how are we eligible to do itemized deductions. Okay. The lighthouse is quiet for soft, sibilant whispers. There's a receptive, incantatory quality to them. Oh, this place is incantatory. Yet as you cross the threshold, an old Naga with skin like cracked leather breaks off. He swivels to face you, bearing one broken fang.
The sea-striped fiends send you to uproot the tree of the gods, yes? Their blasphemy knows no bounds.
The tree of the god? You mean the Audra?
Give the order, Captain. Or just nod. I'm not picky.
His head twitches in her direction, tongue flickering.
So, the fiends corrupt even the sand-striped ones. Now I taste their stench on her. If you join them in befouling the Audra, then you will join them in death, too.
Yeah, I mean, before I got married, which was exactly 10 years ago, she, you know, I did my own taxes, but before, you know, after, since then, she's been handling it for the household. So I was like, do you know if we can do this? And she's like, no, we can't do that. Okay, that's a shame. I thought we were onto something. Apparently, I gotta hit the jackpot with a few thousand more viewers before I could do that. You're telling me this slaughter is all about Audra?
The tree of the gods, yes, which these fiends plunder and profane. Go! Carry a warning of what you have seen to the other shufflers.
I need to approach the Audra.
Fool! See what the impiety of the sea-striped fiends has wrought. The sand-striped shufflers know better. But you others come. Smooth-toned or furred or sea-striped with blasphemous hunger.
Racist.
Now, foreign ones dig at these roots, and the deep hunter is with us no more.
Yes, and the IRS were like, we're not on a video call. We don't know what you're doing right now.
Now, the gods return to rain their punishment on these islands. Again.
Alright. I need you out of the way, so I'm going to attack you, because apparently there's no other option to get past this.
Can't hide from you.
Let's throw some ogres over there.
Might as well be hitting the water.
This won't hold me for long.
Okay, and I don't anticipate a tough fight, but this is going to be awkward because of... Whoa! Why was Shodi over there? Where are you going? You crazy women folk. I'm like, this is going to be tough unless my people are going la 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 and running into the enemy. Did he get the summon off for the ogres? I don't see him, so I'm guessing not. I seriously have no idea why all my ranged people just went running over there. And there she is again! What are you doing, girl? Oh my gosh.
Beyond me.
Come back, bird. Come back, stupid, stupid bird. Oh man, this is a lot of crap.
Quick, toss me something else.
Is that my tank? Yeah, he's in the middle of all that. I can't even see him under all that white. Premium Snapchat. No, man, I don't want all the people that don't think I'm pretty enough to report me. Okay, let's do... Let's do the summon. You... You know what, actually, let's... Damn it. Let's just do the AoE heal. The summon's kind of dangerous right now. Let's focus it. There we go. Girl, you are psycho. What in your AI is making you just go running off like that?
You see that, Ishi? Someone's down.
Suganzan is dead. There we go.
This won't actually happen. I swear.
I still don't know if that's Shodi or if that's the talking sword, because this doesn't usually happen, I swear. Like, it would make sense if she's saying it when I get deflected or something. I think what's happening, there was a totem back there low health, and their AI to go for the lowest health target had them just constantly running through all of those enemies. I think we got this now.
Still got it.
Those Stormblights. Pretty sturdy. Whoa. Blightheart leveled up. Kill 20 enemies. Oh, what? Kill 10 enemies with empowered attacks? Hymn of Decay plus 1 phrase per kill. It's okay. Dude, I never use empowered attacks. I do empowered summons or use empowered recharge spells.
Not a problem.
I mean, I could try to do empowered chill fogs or something and see what happens. Alright. What is this? 1 int, minus hostile effect duration, plus beneficial effect iteration. Huh. Alright. Let's quick save.
As your hand touches the dim Audra,
Narration!
you feel the same cool, pricking sensation that you did when you touched the pillar near Port Mage.
Oh, that's how you say that.
Concentrate on the pillar. The world around you swiftly falls away, leaving only the vast emptiness of the in-between. The Audra and a multitude of golden threads undulating off into the distance. For a second time, you gather the threads in your mind and bind them together, forming a solid tether that ripples out toward its distant anchor. Again, a crack sounds from the terminus. Your consciousness is violently pulled along the cord. You are prepared for the sensation this time, but are still disoriented when you come to a sudden stop. You find yourself standing behind a familiar Titanic statue as it trudges through invisible waters, standing at Aethys' shoulder. Your soul is dwarfed by the massive god's form. Energy pulses along the tether.
Is he gonna backhand us into the
feeding the
miles
Audra's
away
movements.
again?
He stops. His head cranes behind him, again accompanied by the sound of stone shearing and buckling. His eyes rest upon you. He does not reach for the cord, but considers you for a long span of silence before speaking.
Your first attempt to contact me was brave. This second attempt, is it born out of desperation or something else? Why do you continue to follow me, Watcher of Cadnua?
You destroyed my castle and ate my soul, jackass.
There was no malice in that act. It was a coincidence of time, place, and necessity.
Aethys' voice grows fainter as he speaks.
I am sorry for what I did, but it was done for the hope of a better future.
That's barely an explanation and much less an excuse.
It is not. When the gods set foot to Aora, the mountains tremble and the seas roil. The moon falls from the heavens, and the sky blackens with ash. It is not fair. It is not just. Like the storm.
Oh, if only the gods could be held accountable for their actions.
We can be, Watcher, but I and my kin have spent centuries hiding our true nature from mortals. There can be no reckoning in the darkness.
Aethys becomes silent. You can sense his presence advancing back along the cord between you. His energy flows over your hand, tendrils of light probing into the air around you. They poke and prod at the silent lost souls hovering in your vicinity.
You are in a unique position. In spite of the work of the Leaden Key and Hand Occult, you have seen through our facade. You know the gods' true nature. Without the benefit of your knowledge, few mortals would be willing to accept the true history of their gods. After all, we weren't. The last time I walked Aora, I made a mistake in not revealing my true purpose. I believe you would understand it better than most.
I'm just gonna nod.
Yes, I will tell you.
Oh,
but this is
jackass.
not the time. As I take this body farther from the lighthouse, the tether grows weaker, and I have already tarried too long. Soon this link will unravel completely. If I have not reached my destination when that happens, I will need to pull more souls from your world.
Where are you going? I'll meet you there.
The edges of Aethys' massive form blur and dissolve. The huge figure retreats from you. As it moves, the tether begins to rapidly unravel. As Aethys speaks,
so when he absorbs souls, it's just a recharge, like a battery?
If you would know more, find me at the Ashen Maw in Margren's Teeth. I must rest there before I begin my final work. When I leave that place, you will not be able to follow. Before I go, I should return some of this to you. I still have need of the great power of your soul. but I can spare you this portion.
Oh, thanks for returning a slice of my soul.
A pulse of energy moves back along the golden cord toward you. It feels familiar, comforting, even before it contacts you. The energy washes over you, flooding you with feelings and memories you had thought long forgotten until they settle back into the cracks of your soul. And then the tether and cord snap, Aethys's figure evaporating into dust that mingles with the endless gray expanse. Heat rushes over you, and the uncomfortable sensation of the Audra Pillar's presence cuts off.
I hope we can still use the
gloom
pillar.
of
We
the
need it for
in-between
another quest.
Is pierced by the light of the living world. You are back in the lighthouse, no longer dim. The luminous Audra beside you is filled with warmth and light.
Oh, 2 blessings gained. Steam achievement. Establish a link with Aethys to track his movements. Okay. Okay. We got 2 party members that want to talk, so let's do that before we advance further.
Captain, a word?
Yes, Maya?
What, did Ishi defecate in your favorite helmet or something? You've spoken to Aethys, which means you know what we're up against. If the fleet sailed up to him and fired every cannon at once, I imagine we'd have a fighting chance at taking a chip off his kneecap. There's no stopping him, is there?
I'm not ruling out the chance of an unlikely solution.
So, that's a no?
She sighs away some of her tension, rolling her shoulders and cracking her neck.
I suppose there's a certain appeal to recognizing the inevitable. We don't have to waste our breath trying to stop it.
It would be nice if the gods summoned the courage to intercede.
Said every sailor whose ship started taking on water. It reminds me of the first time I shot to kill.
Oh, I have to hear this.
There he stood, a pirate captain barking orders from the forecastle. Out of everyone's range but mine. The wind toyed with us. I took aim, never thinking I'd make the shot, but then I felt this awareness, like someone out there was aiming me. A cannon blast took me by surprise. I squeezed off a shot, expecting it to fly wide, but the bullet took my target between his eyes. I don't know if Bareth kicked open a door or the Sky Mother held my hand, but that man was meant to die.
Takehu grins.
I've got that same feeling now. Better or worse, I know that Aethys is meant to succeed.
Alright. Time will tell if Aethys getting what he wants is good for the rest of us.
Hope I didn't take the wind out of your sail. Whether or not we can change anything, at least we can say we were there. That's more than most people get.
Let's be off. Alright, Takehu, what do you want?
I thought Aethys was too busy kicking over islands to blunt his teeth with mortals. What say? You must take something from all this idle chatter with the gods.
Aethys was more curious about me than I was about him.
And you knew things he did not. Ah, for what does he listen to you then? The gods I know are tight of lip and hard of hearing.
Mine won't shut up. He raises a hand to his lips and stifles laughter, shaking his head.
I could not imagine the inner workings of a god. But then, I am not meant to. It is for mortals to flail in the darkness, I say, while gods point us toward light.
Better that they let us figure it out for ourselves. He winces a little.
To be worshipped. To have others interpret your design. It is not fair, I say. For what should a god worry about such cares, when theirs is the hand on the tiller?
Are we talking about Aethys still? He pauses, blinking at you with a handful of air pressed between his fingers.
Kara, I did not wish to burden you. These days I am having to think harder than my pampered years. You will forgive the handsome fish if he is as curious as the green god.
The handsome fish, he calls himself.
At least Aethys has you to keep him in check. What happens when we catch up to him is something for future Takehu to worry about.
The world around you suddenly darkens, and once again you feel an insistent tug for your attention, the pull centering from Takehu's soul. Surrender to the sensation. Once again, you find yourself in Andra's waterlogged Hall of Power. Reminder, Andra is his mother, and she's also the goddess of the sea or something. She's like Poseidon in this world, but female. The tired swaying of bioluminescent chandeliers cast uneven rays of light down on her court.
Scratch under the wet clay of any artist, and you hatch a lifetime of fear and doubt.
Andra props her chin on her fist and studies Takehu with a sigh.
My boy doesn't fear the gods. He only fears what he'll compromise by living up to his potential. But isn't it easier to let sculptures represent you? Poor thing. Nothing he does could disappoint me. But that is a mother's prerogative.
She pulls away with a wet slapping sound. You receive the mental impression of a wink. The world reasserts itself all around you. Takehu wears an uncertain smile, tipping his head inquisitively. Let's be off. Okay, so we've talked to those two. Now let's see if we can do Shodi's quest with the pillar.
This luminous Audra ought to be able to take my soul's watcher. What do you say?
Let's do it. A gleaming pillar of luminous Audra towers above you as Shodi stomps confidently toward its base, a grin ripping wide on her face.
Get ready to witness the feat of a lifetime, Watcher. I'm about to do God's good work, to single-handedly shepherd a multitude of souls straight into the depths of hell.
So hell in this world is the beyond. It's not necessarily like H-E-L-L hell. I was confused by that before. She rubs her hands together, rubs her palms against her hips, and snatches up her lantern eager. Ready, she wriggles her shoulders, pops her neck, and stance subtly widening. I'm ready to be impressed.
Then keep your eyes peeled, cause it's gonna happen.
She snaps her fingers.
Fast as a fire beetle flash. The Audra'll snatch him right quick once I conjure the light. So don't look away.
As she exhales those last words, she presses one palm flat to the cold expanse of a gem-like growth. Fingers trembling and like a firework going off, the light from the lantern flares blindingly bright. Electricity, no, hypercharged energy whips across the air, lashing open Shadi's skin. Traveling the pathway of 1,000 branching veins and capillaries, the strikes burst Shadi's bloody from face to neck to arms and lower, and she screams, her voice a secondary crack across the sky. Release the souls!
Scared of the gods! I'm trying!
The words rattle from between clenched teeth, ripped from her convulsing body, but she doesn't let go of the Audra that's searing her palm. The lantern trembles so violently it nearly cracks, and then a massive wave of purple essence rushes from the lantern, swirls up and toward the Audra, crashing along the glimmering surface before being sucked inside. Big XP. The Audra pulses brighter, then darker, then even brighter, blinding. There's a howling, and then the Audra cracks, and a jagged shard tumbles to the ground.
Ugh, son of a god's darn motherless cur! That hurt worse than a back-to-back whooping from Uncle Angbert's quarterstaff.
Oh, Alexis, thank you for the resubscription. You are continuing to support this channel. I really appreciate it. And a less than 3 right back at you.
Hell! And I only gotta do it again and again on cycle until the day I die?
You know, here's a very cheesy story for you, but it is related. My wife, I met her through a dating website, so we met online. And then, I mean, obviously we hit it off, we're married now. And so the first time I bought her jewelry, I got her this little necklace, and it was like a heart. I think it was like a silver heart. And I wanted to get it engraved with less than 3. I told you it was a cheesy story. Because we met online. And I thought it would be cute. And I had to go to like 4 different engravers to find one that could do a less than sign. They were like, no one's ever asked for this before. What? And I had to explain it to every one of them. They're like, you could try so-and-so across town. I had to go to 4 freaking places to get it done. I did it though, and she loved it. End of story. You don't have to do anything you don't want to.
Ugh, but the guild says I do. I can't turn my back on my purpose any more than I could Aora in need. I never did want to take the easy route. I'll keep reaping more souls then. Do my duty till I fall to dirt and bones. Never you worry, though. I'll see to dumping my lantern in the future on my own. Thank you for finding me a way to handle my burden. Even if it does involve the occasional jolt of pain.
Dude, I was even asking them, because, you know, when they do it, they've got this, like, thing that's like a, if this is the locket, they've got this thing like a clamp or a vise that holds it in place while the machine is doing its thing. And I was like, can you do a sideways V? If you can just do a sideways V and then the number 3, that would be perfect. And the first they were like, no, our machine cannot do that. And I was just like, oh. Okay, well, I figured you would know better than me, so I did find a place that had the, I don't know, the plate for it or whatever it was. We got it done, though. We got it done. Chest heaving, Shodi scrabbles over the Adra shard embedded in the ground. The crystal slick with blood from her palm. She shoves it into her pocket, then shakes her head. You've gained a quest item, Luminous Adra Mantle. The item was put into your stash. Perhaps it can be used to improve upon Shodi's lantern. Oh, can we enchant her lantern with that?
I could float away.
Doing better?
My bones are still a little jangly.
Jangly.
But yeah, I think I am. I don't know if this is what Gon planned for me, but I'd like to think we did right by these souls. We're bringing light to the darkness. Ensuring spring follows the coming fall.
Alright, she dusts her hands on her hips before setting off at a determined clip. Okay, well, what was that injury? Minus perception, minus shock. System shock is the injury she just got. Alright, let's see about enchanting her lantern. Alright, what do we got? Threshing Aura uses the gem. Light of the Dawn Star also uses the gem. I missed it. Did we encourage Shodi to hold the souls? I did release. To me, it seemed obvious to release it, because she was complaining about how they were weighing her down. So, yeah. Yeah, she feels much lighter after her release 13th. That's how it works. Aura increases all damage output for nearby allies. Increases with the wielder's religion skill. Oh, that's amazing. I've got her maxed on religion. What is this? Aura gives nearby allies a chance to resist incoming spells. The chance increases with the wielder's religion. Probably go for the damage one. Aura range 5 meters. They're both 5 meters. Alright, Threshing Aura. What? Crafting requirements not met. What? Do I have to be by, like, a certain... I'm so confused. Let's see, deflection 4. Plus 2 shield deflection. What? Acolyte's Frostbite, is that the all-powerful enchanted hatchet? I did find the enchanted hatchet, yes. I'm waiting to see what happens to the talking sword when it levels up before I switch to the Frostbite thing. Because it's amazing. All of its special effects only kick in if there's no allies near the tank, and my tank is always way out in front of all the allies. It's great. However, I don't know what happens when the talking sword levels up. Where did the lantern go? Why can't I upgrade Threshing Aura? Does it require it to be exceptional or something? It just says crafting requirements not met when I hover it. 5,000 gold. I've got 25. I need to save that. Don't understand why that's not working. Alright. Let's go back out the way we came in and deal with those people that ambushed us outside. Oh, you know what? Let's get her injury off. Do the summons count? I'm not sure. That's a good question. But even if they don't, my guy has actually specializes in fighting with a hatchet, and whenever he hits someone with a hatchet, they get -10 to their accuracy for like 10 seconds. So it actually, uh-oh. Naga, please! Are they gonna go kill all those people now?
Don't let the door hit your scaly behinds on the way out.
Oh, is that just them running away?
I can be quiet if you can.
Would make sense if it requires you to go through all the levels of the enchantment.
You were gabbing with my god again, weren't you?
When the captain goes all starry-eyed like that, the crew starts to ask questions.
I have known priests to go mad from too much incense, but speaking with a god has not left such a deep scar in you.
I feel like this conversation was supposed to happen inside the building. Aothus is heading to a place called Magron's Teeth.
If his goal is to bathe his nethers in molten rock, I'm in no hurry to stop him.
You are well enough to travel? I do not want my captain senseless and babbling after too much revelation, Akira.
It's strange feeling part of my soul in the body of a god. Takeho frowns, he doesn't like that.
Careful that we don't sail too close, Captain. Magran's teeth are sharp, and this handsome fish would make a handsome meal.
He's so modest. For anyone just tuning in, this is the footprint of the guy we're following. Alright, so earlier on the building we just walked into, there was people on the balcony that shot us earlier when we went past it. So currently I've got 25,000 gold, and it would take... I could easily bottom out that money doing enchants on my gear.
Not a problem.
But if I want to get a new boat at any point, I need to save up a lot of cash. Oh, okay, this is about the farmers and the dreams. Wait, Kaz?
Ah, remember this little soldier? Glad to see you made it, friend.
Maya kneels down to scratch the dog's ears. Ashiza hops closer and cocks his head. Beckon the dog to come with you. He takes a few tentative steps forward and sniffs your hand. He lowers his head under your fingers and looks up at you expectantly. Scratch behind the ears. He closes his eyes and raises his head, helping you find just the right spot. After several seconds of this, he stands and shakes himself off, ready to follow. So is he like the other companion? Yeah, he is. +1 stealth, +1 survival. The whole party gains 5% of incoming hits are converted to grazes. Okay.
Already on.
Hasongo Fort expanded design. Alright, stealth. Those Nagas that just went running might have been the ones that were on the second floor sniping at us. Not sure. We'll find out in a minute. Let's see. Okay, yeah, they're not here. That must have been the ones that ran. Alright, so we need to... the only place I haven't explored is up there. Let's see. Let's just try climbing up this way rather than load screen, load screen, load screen, load screen. Let's see if we can just make the climb. Tap that quick save in case I fall and break my neck or something. Grappling hook. Captain, I can think of 2 ways to draw unnecessary attention, and this is the worst one. Maya observes your preparations with a hand raised in caution. Toss it. You hear splashing and hissing behind you. Really? Didn't we just chase all the Nagas off? Okay, yeah, I think... So no Nagas appeared because we had already gotten all the Nagas out of here. But the event still acted as if they were gonna come. Alright. Oh my... Okay, so there's more floors to the lighthouse. Alright. Okay. So let's go to the top floor of the lighthouse, and that'll be the last of this area. This is cool. I liked this whole thing. I like this. The whole fort destroyed by the giant souls ripped out of people, and then the Nagas moved in because they're opportunistic little bastards. Like, the whole thing was pretty good storytelling. I liked it. Alright, let's go through here. See, earlier I thought that was like a rear exit to the lighthouse. I didn't realize it went up to the roof. Which should make sense. It is a lighthouse. It should have stairs that go up. Alright. Found a grenade and a lonely cat. Kitty! Corlagon. 5% damage from area effect attacks, plus 5% healing done for the party. Alright. Lighthouse has been restored. This house is cleansed of Nagas. Alright, step outside. Alright, is that it for this area? Do I need to... Maybe I should tell the people that are hiding in the tower that we cleared all the Nagas out. There might be a quest reward for that, and then leave. Long run back.
Scale-bellied cowards! I knew they'd run!
Oh, I don't have to zone in there.
Look at our beacon. Even the Colossus couldn't destroy it. And those snakes aren't so tough now, are they?
You underestimated the dangers here before. It would be unwise to do so again.
Of course. We'll rebuild bigger and better, with reinforced walls and extra cannons. Our engineers will make this place truly impregnable.
She finally turns to you.
The Hansanui will want to thank you personally for your help here. And she should also know what we're up against.
Where can I find Hazanui?
She's usually at the Brass Citadel in Nakataka. Though she gets called to the palace often, haggling with the Queen and the Valians.
Alright, farewell.
Clear skies.
Alright, what does Bjorn have to say?
Light of Aethys be upon you, neighbor.
Oh, this is a footprint
Are you
also.
looking for
I didn't
survivors?
notice this earlier. Unlike the other survivors you've seen, this young man, despite a haggard look and a set of dirt-smeared, tattered clothes, wears a calm face and speaks with a steady voice. Are you one of the children of the Dawn Stars? My friend is looking for someone you may know.
I should be glad to speak to him. Perhaps I can help.
He isn't here. I'll return with him.
I see. Very well.
Okay. Can I... How do I do this? Can I switch out someone for a deer on the boat? Hold on. I'm gonna try to get a deer in the party, just step right off the boat and talk to this guy, and see if I can get a deer's quest checked off, because that'll be XP. White Tiger, I think you would be happy to know I have promised my son, a 6-year-old, again, that tomorrow I would take him to an adoption event for like a pet store just to look. I promised nothing to him, but I'm going to let him look at the kittes. We will see what happens, but I'm going to let him look at the kittes. Alright. How do I change the... There we go. Alright. So now we got a deer, and now we can talk to that guy and get a deer's quest checked off, hopefully. We'll see. Dude, if that happens, that will be an expensive trip because we would have to purchase all the Kitte things in one go.
Light of Aethys be upon you, neighbor. Are you looking for survivors?
My friend's looking for someone you may know.
Short lady, about my age. Came from Deerwood with her son. Let's see. Freckles, braids, usually. Punches you in the arm if she likes you. Face if not. Oh, and that's if you're lucky.
No, that doesn't sound like anyone.
Is there someone else we might ask?
I don't think you'll have much luck around here. I know all my neighbors.
Well, you are very useless. Okay. All right. I don't think $200 would cover, like, oh my god, again? Let me switch this so you guys can see it. Second time tonight. This is the second time ever, and also the second time tonight that this has happened. Alright. Well, it should have auto-saved a second ago. Yeah, but if we have to buy, like, litter box, bag of litter, bag of food, food bowl, water bowl, you know, if they make you pay for, I don't know, spay, neuter, what's the other thing? Shots. You know, that would be an expensive trip. Plus, you know, price of animal. Toys. Catnip, because they like drugs, right? Cats are little druggies. It's unfortunate. We've been streaming this about a week, and we saw our first crash the other night, but it didn't have that little error box, and we saw this error box crash the first and the second time tonight. Once you start a Deer's Quest, heads up, some parts of it are sort of timed if you want to succeed. I'm probably not going to do every single person's quest. I don't like swapping people into the party. Like, my party works as it is. I don't like just swapping people into the party and kind of ruining the harmony I've got going. You know, dealing with the equipment and leveling up people that I'm not even using, that kind of thing. You shouldn't give newer kitties catnip. That's what I've got you for, White Tiger. I didn't know that. Like, for example, I know it's common knowledge to Muckluck that dogs are allergic to chocolate. I have no idea what cats are allergic to. I've had cats before, but I don't remember. I would Google it. But if they're, like, highly allergic to onions and rubber, I have no idea. Okay. On the boat. Pretty sure they're not allergic to rubber. I've never rubbed my foot against a cat and had to be like... Referring to when I'm wearing a shoe. I don't have a rubber foot. Okay. Boop. Quick save. Leave! What's going on? Alright, so I had like 20 boats around me. I can't fight my way out of this. Hasongo is a mound of wreckage on the horizon when you see a dozen junks sailing toward you. Even at this distance, you can tell they're making good speed. One of the ships pulls up alongside yours, and a well-dressed Almao man approaches the edge of the deck. You recognize Atsura, the Grand Secretary of the Royal Deadfire Company. Timely of you to show up, boss. I was just scribbling down my daily report. Maya folds her arms and nods across the gap. I'm afraid it will have to wait until I return to the Brass Citadel. He nods at Maya. It's good to see you again. I see you continue to leave your mark. He's gazing toward Hasongo with a peculiar smile. The Audra beacon visible even here shines brightly. Though it surprises me you are still a stranger to many in Nekataka, I suspect that will soon change. About that job you gave me. Let us discuss that another time when we have the benefit of privacy. He clears his throat. I want to extend my thanks of the Royal Deadfire Company for what you've done here. He raises one hand toward the beacon. You've restored a valuable asset, whether or not that was your intention. He gives you a quick sly smile. The others at the palace will want to hear of this, no doubt, and you may as well take credit while the deed is fresh. I need to reach the Ashen Maw and Magron's teeth. It's as though a cold wind had blown over the deck at the mention of Magron's teeth. The Rawatawan sailors stare at you in shock and horror. Those who are not frozen with their mouths agape are whispering fearfully amongst themselves. Atsura silences them with an unreadable gaze. He turns back to you with a brittle smile that does not reach his eyes. Forgive my compatriots. Magron's Teeth is a volcanic chain along the northeastern edge of Deadfire. It is also known as the most treacherous place in the archipelago. To pause there for a second, I had a coworker, 25 to 30-year-old man, who thought this word was archipelago. And he used it in a sentence, and I was like, what? And he's like, an archipelago. You know, like a bunch of islands. And I'm like, say it again. And he's like, no. I'm like, what did you think the word was? He's like, archipelago. And he's getting angry. And I'm like, it's archipelago. And he's like, no, it's not. We had a long laugh and talk about that. Let's see. You shouldn't give your 6-year-old weed. Okay. Are cats allergic to grapes or is that dogs? Never heard of either of those things. I just know they did surgery on a grape. Oh god, are we going to talk about that? The waters around it are patrolled by giants said to be born of Magron's own volcanoes. Even our well-armed ships do not venture there. He tilts his head. I suspect Queen Onikaza could direct you to Ashen Maw if you were set on going there, all the more reason to visit her palace. Go to Serpent's Crown in Nekataka, and later come see me at the Brass Citadel. We can discuss your progress with issues of mutual interest there. At any rate, I have much to attend to, and it seems you do as well. Clear skies, Captain Muckluck. Answer and nods as the crew makes ready to sail once more. Okay. God, they're singing. Okay, so I need to go back to Nekataka. Let's go around the north of the island to open up the fog a bit. God damn it, White. Dude, you want to laugh? My son today, so he often, if he's like looking down and walks into a room, he might get us confused. He'll be like, you know, mommy, and I'm like, excuse me, and he's like, oh, daddy, you know, something like that. See, he's in a room that has me. Why did this just fade to black?
And find yourself standing in the knee-high grass of an endless field.
The gods are yanking me out of my body
just
again.
Falling into dusk.
Really quickly though. My son walks into a room that me and my wife are both in, and he comes up to me and he goes, mommy. I'm like, excuse me? And he's like, oh, daddy. And then, for the first time, he keeps going and goes, I get you both confused because you're both white. And I'm like, me and my wife look at each other like with shock and horror on our face, and I burst out laughing, and I'm like, dude, you cannot say that outside this house. Like, someone will wreck you. Should write a parenting book for guys like Muck, don't smoke out your kid. No, just like a book for new pet owners. I got parenting down.
The grass still holds the warmth of late afternoon sunlight, but a chill breeze blows at your back, raising goose flesh down your arms.
Goose flesh?
The chirr and trill of nightjars rises with the wind. In the inky bruise of the sky, stars ignite by the ones and twos.
No, he's not. He looks like a small clone of me, White Tiger. That's why I was like, what the hell?
The tolling of a single bell joins the chorus of birdsong. Then another. The sound surrounds you. Every stalk of grass bears a delicate silver bell on its end, bobbing in the wind. The chill breeze becomes a howling gale, and the tide of ringing bells sweeps you off your feet. It carries you like flotsam through the sea of grass. Then, the earth falls away. The wind ceases, and you are sent tumbling up into the dark of the sky.
Watcher.
The voice of the pallid night shakes the earth at
the
your
goddess
feet.
Barath.
You have returned to Bareth's realm. Your soul once more called to attend the wishes of the god of death.
One of my options is this shit again. I told you the vasectomy was a year, like when my kid was a year old, and I was like, you know what? I never want to go through that again. Say nothing.
Once again, you have spoken with the Child of Light. Tell me what you have learned.
He makes for Magron's teeth.
Intriguing.
The pallid night stares past you, pensive.
While attend. Tell me what your many eyes perceive.
In the silence breaks the murmur of countless voices. They speak all at once in languages both known
oh my God.
and unknown to you.
Oh wow, you guys can't see it. Hold on. I'm gonna tab out for a sec. You guys have to. It's very cleverly behind my photo right now. Oh my gosh. Let's see if I can get this working. Hang on, hang on. The stream did not die. All right, there we go. Look at fish tits over here. I think that's Takeha's mom. They described it as the body of a woman with the head of a fish. I think that's Takeha's mom. Oh my gosh. That's the goddess of the hunt. That's, I guess, the many eyes. No idea. No idea. Now we can't see. You guys can see the game right now, right? Please someone confirm that you guys can see the game right now, because I'm showing it's on the stream thing. Raghar, I don't know if Raghar's statement was just delayed or if I should be panicking right now. Alright, I'm gonna assume you guys could see it. Hang on. Let me switch back. Okay. Thank you. Alright, now that you guys have basked in fish tits. And the silence breaks the murmur of countless voices. Oh, okay, they just read that.
In the space beside Berith, an eye blinks open, followed fast by several more.
Ooh, fish tits got me all hot and bothered. I got the vapors.
They are round, keen eyes of Kith, the slit eyes of snakes, the small, dark marbles
Peggy
of birds,
16.
the bulbous lanterns of deep sea fish.
Here we are.
A figure walks through the cloud of eyes as one might step through a door. It is an Orlan, then a pale elf, an ocean human.
No, no, it's not.
Each of them eyeless. They are well.
This is the first interesting thing to happen in ages. And we do so love a riddle.
The figure wears an Amawa's grin, and the many voices beneath its own titter.
Yes, it's so interesting when hundreds of Kith die so Aethys can take a stroll.
We have read the book of your life, Watcher. It is heavy with the weight of your choices, and its pages are not unmarred by the blood of others. You read, but on a smaller scale. We see between the strings of the world, and Aethys is there, strumming them like a lute. His tongue is still, yet he sings of a coming joy.
Interesting voice.
What tune he plays, we do not know. It is complex, ever-shifting. One moment vibrating in harmony, the next in discord.
A man strides through the door to Berith's realm. Behind him lope wolves with lolling tongues, and jungle cats whose long tails twitch with every step.
No, we included that in the math that day that we did that. I've always got on an undershirt.
Galawain, the changeling,
Sweaty
arrives, and he brings with him the wild heart of Aora's untamed places. Fast on Galawain's heels, a small wave of seawater washes across the tiles.
This is quite the intro for each of these.
Pours off the edge of the platform and cascades down into the beyond. From out of the water rears a glowing lure, then the head of a gigantic fish. The round black eyes of Andra roll to meet yours.
The bright pink nipples on the fish.
My gift bearers bring to me that which Kith most want to forget. And in their memories I see you as Wild does. You are the one who leaves chaos in his wake. You knew one of them once, my gift bearers. Maneha. She longs to forget and to help others do the same. But when given the chance to aid her, you did not.
Nope. Because she was a barbarian and I didn't need one in my party.
You are a capricious creature, like Aethys.
Andra's storm-black eyes roll away from you.
Aethys is nothing if not resourceful. I admire his nerve.
Hey, Pongnom raiding with the party of 4. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. Well, welcome to everybody else. We're currently playing Pillars of Eternity 2, Deadfire. And we just got our soul ripped out and thrown into the gods' realm, and they're barking orders at us currently, and I am being as sassy as possible about it.
In the changeling's voice, you hear the soft patter of rain on leaves, and the rush of wind
Hey,
through
nutty buddy.
treetops.
Did your stream go well, Pong? I'm gonna press... say nothing.
If his journey leads him back to us, he has
Good.
proved himself worthy of return to the fold.
Aethys does not return to us. He returns to execute some grand plan. We must stop him.
Andra's voice rises like a tide, panic riding its crest. The doors lining the walls of Bareth's realm slam open in
Played League of
unison.
Legends tonight with a fiance. Oh, that's awesome. I'm jealous of you for a side reason there, and that's my wife has no interest in playing games like that with me. She did used to raid with me in WoW. It was a typical relationship. She was the healer, but since then she's played very few computer games with me.
Warped pieces of ancient armor and the remnants of discarded weapons roar through the doorways. They meet in the center of the room, in a shower of sparks, and form the vague figure of a man.
Terrible at the game and it's hard to get better. I haven't played League in over like maybe 2 years. Back when like I don't know, like season 4, season 5, I got up to Plat 2 was the highest I ever got, and it was primarily as support or top lane. But it's been a long, like 50 heroes have come out since then.
Finally, a blacksmith's sledge hurtles past your shoulder, and the figure snatches it from the air. A man made half of metal and half of ruined skin stands before you. The rounded metal of a well-worn shield makes up most of his skull, his right eye socket, and jaw. His mouth is pulled forever into a half-grimace.
They say the family that plays together stays together.
If Aethys has something foolish planned, perhaps we can turn him from that path and set him down a more productive one.
Abaddon's words crash.
Oh, it's
and screech
Abaddon,
together,
bro.
Like long steel gears.
Shoot, he lost his
forced to
memory, but we go
movement
way back.
for the first time in centuries.
The other gods don't seem too concerned.
He violates not their realms, but mine. I feel his urgency in every stamp of his feet along my spine. I will send tsunamis to slow him, if Mogren would stir the earth beneath Mogren's teeth.
The water at your feet recedes. Lava oozes up through the shallow water, and a woman made from the guts of the earth emerges. She settles her characteristic broadsword on her shoulder and sighs a cloud of smoke and ash.
See? I mean, it's a cheesy fortune cookie statement, but I completely believe it.
Mogren returns.
I think like any relationship, be it like brothers or, you know, dating, like if you guys have similar interests, like that's just, it's awesome. It's something to be envious of if you're outside that.
In the age when our steps carved valleys across the face
Oh wait,
of
that's a
Aeora,
female? That looks like a dude.
our bodies were impervious to all but the strongest attacks. I doubt fire and water will be enough to stop him, but I will bear down upon Aethys with all the heat and fury of the earth. If I must.
So I have to vote thousands of people will die, or take this opportunity to slow down the god. Alright, I'm just gonna say nothing.
The deep, bellowing cry of an aurochs shakes the ground beneath your feet. The cry drones on and on, a moan without end.
Yeah, my wife recently, like in the past year, has gotten sort of into Clash of Clans, which I play on the you know, like the phone game, Clash of Clans. I'm sure you know what it is at the very least. And I was already playing it, so now we sort of play that together sometimes. Like, we're in the same clan, so there's a limited multiplayer in it as far as just, like, giving troops to one another. But I love chatting with her about it, because she's actually gotten into it, and she cares to talk about it. And it's the most gaming interaction I get with her right now, but it makes me really happy when we get to chat about that.
Wal's many eyes squeeze shut. Andra slips back beneath her waves. Magrin dissipates in a swirling cloud of steam. Galawain's beasts cower
Did
and
this dude
whine.
over here ever talk?
Only the pallid knight stands impassive.
My end comes to all things.
Wait, that's the
in
Pallid Knight?
time.
It would look like a female warrior a second ago.
Should Aethys care to hasten the inevitable, I welcome his efforts.
What could Aethys possibly gain by destroying the world?
Aethys seeks a slate wiped clean, freedom from the endless revolutions of Barath's wheel, the final emancipation of the countless stolen mortal lives the gods hoard within themselves.
The Child of Light will not choose the hour of my death.
What? That was so
The
stupid.
edge of her broadsword with a smoldering finger.
We don't roleplay that it's a joystick.
He sows chaos in his longing for a radiant dawn. So much will be lost in the cacophony of fear his actions inspire.
The crack of thunder rends the air. The gods fall silent.
We can wait no longer to act.
Yeah, that's what she looked like, not that drippy moose thing.
Speak with him, Watcher. Discover what it is he plans.
Say nothing. I feel
Water
like I'm whined
begins
enough.
to creep across the floor. It swells, runs swiftly, and catches at your ankles.
She sometimes watches the stream. I mean, she's been in here many times.
You scrabble at the tiles, but it's no use. The current's pull drags you off the edge of Bareth's realm, and into the fathomless beyond.
I think I said we don't roleplay calling it a joystick.
You splash down in water so dark you can't see the bottom. Then, the water recedes. Gone, like a dream upon waking. The hard wood of your cabin's floor presses against your spine. The gods are gone.
Okay. So is it gonna load me onto the deck of my ship now? I collapsed while we were boating around. Why isn't she your top donor? What would be the point of that? Like, if she were to okay, so if she takes money out of our bank account and donates it back to me, yeah, it would look flashy on Twitch. We would lose, like, a few % of that money when it goes through PayPal. And then we would get it back, like, 4 days later. Like, I don't understand why you would want to do that.
How may I be of service, my lord?
If you have no money, there's nothing to launder. You're not wrong. That's kind of like if you trade subscriptions with another streamer. Like, I sub to you if you sub to me, and in the end, no one gained any money. It's just you lost access to that money for a few months. Worthless idiot. Alright, how do I... There we go. I was like, how do I get this thing moving? Not usually zoomed in on the ship like that. Do you know how to launder money? You don't use your legit cash, you use your cocaine fund. Obviously I don't. I'm sorry for my lack of money laundering. Dude, you had to explain to me not to give weed to cats earlier. A colorful parrot alights on the railing of your ship. A missive bound to its leg bears the symbol of the Kahanga tribe. Read it. Be my honor to host the savior of Hasongo at the Kahanga Palace. This is the third time someone's told me to go to the palace. I think the game wants me to go there. Nekataka is the city for Hawana and outsiders alike. There is no shortage of work for Kith who are determined to be as useful as you. Should you have the stamina for a good climb, the palace top surface crown should be your second home. Think on it. Alright. Yeah, I don't know how much depth there is, but just to show you guys, this is the world map. This is how much... I just realized we've sort of drawn a penis. This is how much of the world map that we've opened. Couldn't tell which boat was mine there for a second. Conquest Palace rooftop. You're both so white. Dude, because inspired by Pokemon, I started calling him Grimer because Grimer is the smaller muck, and he gets really mad. He does not find that as nearly as funny as I do. All right, Queenie. 2 level ups.
Not always kind to those who travel upon her domain. My brother speaks of your journey from Motare Okozi. Mostly, he mourns the loss of his expedition. Scholars pore over your findings as if a charcoal rubbing could build a bridge to Ukaizo. I have learned to restrain my optimism. A messenger from the jaws of Tangaloa speaks with the voice of wisdom and change, I say. It is fitting that yours should be the voice that tells of Hasongo's fate. What did you see there?
Naga took over the colony after Aothas drained the Adra. I killed them.
The snakes are on edge. Where comes this new boldness? Far be it for me to complain if they make trouble for outsiders.
Her voice suddenly took on that echo. I think she's talking in my head with her cipher skills.
P. Enos Meany from Ballstown, Iowa says, "Get 2 kitties, Mr. Buby Strimmerman."
I like how you... Okay. Well, now I know how to make someone's robots say penis. So thanks for that knowledge. And I noticed you used 2 bits to take the #1 spot from Chris J. That's also very amusing. Thank you. I will use your 2 bits and buy cats at the price of 1 bit each. No, honestly, straight up, we were looking at the a website for one of the adoption places, where they had like the personalities of the cats, and most of them say, you want to adopt this one with another one, and there was a few that were loners, and we were looking at those because we really only want to get one, so we were trying to find one that was totally fine with being alone.
What of Aothas? If you know why he terrorizes the Deadfire, speak on.
He makes for Mogren's teeth, but I believe that's only a waypoint. Tapping her chin, Anakaza nods and weighs the matter. At length, her even expression spreads into a pleased and knowing smile.
If Aothas makes for Magren's teeth, I say the Rathun will grind him to dust for the praise of their warrior matron. Even if they fail, it will be an enemy cleared from my plate. This is the gratitude of Nagati, I say.
He's ripping people's souls out when he gets near them. I doubt anyone could slow him down, much less stop him.
Optimism has not abandoned me yet, Watcher. But I note your thoughts on the matter.
Rockin' with the economical advice.
From Port Mage to Hasongo to Magren's teeth, Aothas follows a rich vein of Adra. It takes him northeast to more interesting territory. In the deepest memory of the tribes, we have told stories of Magren's teeth. Embellished sailors' fables, Akira, but not without some truth. My people speak of treacherous seas, lakes of fire, and the ancient warriors hammered to life on Magren's anvil. Ashen Maw is the grandest and most accessible of the peaks. It is the sharpest tooth in Magren's jaw. Prepare yourself for a fight.
Any chance of support ships to accompany the Defiant?
Akira, would that our resources were not so entangled in other parts. I cannot send ships to Magren's teeth any more than I would send paper dolls to a furnace.
She arches her fingers together, staring intently at the point in space where they meet.
If you make preparations in Nekataka, I say we can help each other.
She sits up straighter and regards you with a level expression.
I must keep the city's peace, and I have only so many arms and eyes. While the Deadfire screams, I would see Nekataka outlast the storm to come.
What do you need?
What I need is a lasting peace that will outlive my dynasty. But I will accept peace of mind for now.
What's more interesting, the two tigers?
What do you know of my water shapers, Herald of Bereth?
Takehu, thoughts?
I say we are artists, but when diplomacy fails, we will become something more.
He crosses his arm and smirks at Onikaza.
When, Takehu? Not if?
Onikaza raises her brow, but doesn't press the matter.
My water shapers are the levy holding back Rawatai's advance. An adept standing at the prow of a war canoe is enough to send the fleet scrambling for the shallows.
Don't get too cozy, Highness. That false sense of security will get you into trouble.
Maya crosses her arms.
Akira, I would not want your employers to think me easy prey.
Onikaza purses her lips at Maya.
This reminds me. I owe the Hazanui a basket of koiki in remembrance of the Battle of Nekaro Atoll.
Say nothing.
While the problems of Aethys and overindulgent admirals plague these waters, I have summoned the masters of water shaping to Nekataka.
Pit your strongest water wizards against their weight in iron and black powder, Highness. We can end this quickly.
Maya, shut up! Stop poking the beehive!
Akira, and how long will this contest last in open water?
Onikaza tutses Maya before shifting her focus back to you.
Now would be the time to confer with Guildmaster Myru, but she does not answer my summons.
Do you think something's wrong?
It is too early to grow a forest from this coconut, but I would not dispatch you if I felt at ease. The Guild can suffer no setbacks. If Myru shirks her duties, her queen would know the reason. Nagati, do not abandon us now.
She turns her gaze back to you and flinches. This was not a thought she intended to share. Oh my gosh. So usually when my people level up, it's like he levels up, and a little later on two more level up, and a little later on the rest of the party levels up. This is the first time that it's been like this, where just like everyone's leveled at once. So that just goes to show how much XP we just got. Alright, so we're level 12. 13 for the next good stuff. For that good stuff. 20 defense disengaging. Don't think I want anything to replace the ogres. They're amazing. Upgraded ogres later on, they get a sweeping attack. What are some of these others? Unattainable for multi-class characters, unattainable. At 19, you get that. What is, summons an additional instrument of death. Additional heals. Increase number of summons. Calls an adult dragon. So max level single class chanter can summon an adult dragon. Restores some power pool resources for all allies in the area. Summon 2 drakes. If the drake is defeated, another enraged drake appears. Alright, alright. What are we gonna do with this 1 point? Let's see. Where is beacon? Not that. +1 zeal is good. Hostile, that's good. That can get people out of like mind control and stuff. Alright, let's get the +1 zeal, I think. Resistance to perception, afflictions. Wait. Ally daily per kill. This is only when the paladin gets a kill, so that's not really good. Because he doesn't get the killing blow super often. Concentration. Alright. Let's get that maximum zeal, I think. That means more lay on hands and stuff like that. Oh! We're getting another available weapon type. What was the sword one? Yeah, we're not going to lower deflection. That's literally his job. Cost recovery time. Didn't it dagger trade damage for deflection? And what was small shield? That's just a damage bonus. I guess dagger. Just in case you come across a unique dagger. Doesn't answer the queen summons and a unit of royal guards to go grab her ass. Just goose it. You've learned your lesson. Walk away. Alright, mechanics, survival. Haha, that's right, she got this at level 11. Okay, she has to completely resist the effect of a hostile spell. It's 2 to health. Does this affect her and the pet? Or is that just her? Plus 5 accuracy against targets greater than 4 meters away. That's most targets. Successful hit with this ability against creatures of the same race. This race has been chosen as prey. The ranger cannot designate a new race as prey until they rest. Until they rest? Strikes in melee like anything sort of studying their prey and learning how best to defeat them. Use which get additional accuracy against the race of their target. This bonus stacks the successful hit with this ability against... Wait, with this ability. So you have to spend 2 bond to do a melee hit every time you want to do this. Okay. Yeah, if you just did it 1 time melee and then you could shoot to build the stacks, I would consider it. But if I have to do 20 melee attacks in different fights to build this up, and then if you rest you lose all the stacks, I don't like that. Alright, range the upper against resistance, all that's a sneak attack. Port, reflex, damage against dotted targets, concentration, will. Right. It's just, I really like keeping her back. So let's do, where was the aiming thing? There, no, that's not it. Oh, for Christ's sake, where did it go? Where was it was like higher aim against target. There. 5 accuracy against targets more than 4 meters away, and she hits things like really far, so we're gonna get that. Oh, what do we got? It's crossbow. Interrupt. Hunter. Hunting bow. Warbow. Let's get warbow, because that's what her off weapon is. So when we fight skeletons that are immune to bullets, she has a warbow as her backup. Okay. We got the whelps. We got the good song. Got that good sound. Level 12. Outgoing flesh duration. We got penetration last time. Ooh la la. Oh, she's dual wielding, isn't she? There we go, let's get that. Let's see. Pistol. Yeah, she's dual wielding blunderbuss right now. The blind emote. Alright, Arcana and Religion for her. And she just got something that scales with Religion. Increasing herself by crits. Summon... Actually, summon creature in terms of resistance to spells. 20% range with spells. Alright. I don't know that I need any additional magic here. I've got good spells for every level. So let's just do... I think either crit damage or... let's do crit damage. Because she is firing her pistol a lot, so... Is a wand one-handed? I don't even know. Just do that for now, it's fine. Doubt we're going to be switching weapons on her. Alright, last person. Gehu. Alchemy, Insight. Level 12. Any good druid stuff that you don't already have? Penetration with frost and water attacks would be his chill wind. That could be good. It's a Moonwell, overwhelming wave. Hailstorm. So it's just a. So this can hit allies. Have to be careful with this, but it's just like one big massive damage. I really like the AoE that also, like, this blinds them. I really like stuff like that. That's like damage and crowd control. That's the good stuff. Like, this can knock targets prone. That's cool. See, range 10 meters. Alright, let's get the penetration with frost and water attacks for now. Because that's most of his outgoing magic. Alright, he's got an arquebus right now. Aim shot, these are far more accurate. Alright, let's just get that for him, because that's what he's currently using. It's much worth it. Actually, wait. What is this? Let's see. Self is distracted for 16 seconds. What is that? It's not letting me click on it. There we go. Minus perception and flanked. I don't... Probably not, and does 10 to 15 AoE when attacking. So that can hurt allies as well. Alright, no, turn that off.
Yes, Captain.
Alright, you turn this on.
Happy to oblige.
You've got rush reload, that's fine.
You were saying?
It's fine, it's fine.
Need a hand?
How is that sword doing? I'm tempted to Google this and see what this turns into, because as funny as this sword was when I first talked to it, if it doesn't turn into something better, I need to start using that ice hatchet. Alright, Modweir final... Alright, hold on. Let's see. Pillars of Eternity to Modweir. Let's see if I can look at the final stats, so I can see what it gets. Level 2... Okay. After you do 1500 damage, it becomes an exceptional weapon. Then you gotta kill 25 Kith enemies, and it gets something called Bottoms Up, which gives you like a stun attack? I think that might be a broken link on the wiki. And then if you do the final level, it becomes a superb weapon, which gives immune to Charmed, Confused, and Dominated. That last line is good. It's just bad the rest of the time. And what is our alternative weapon here? This guy. Acolyte's Frostbite. Which does deflection against melee attacks all the time. Grants concentration constantly, which helps because he is casting summoning magic. It does ice damage and also has some good enchants. Let's see. Solitary Fate. No, we're not doing that. Vengeful Cold. Launch a blast of cold around the caster. Critical hit, dealing freeze damage to nearby enemies as long as there are no nearby allies. Freezing Bite. 10% chance to paralyze the target. That's awesome. Freezing Gust. So, I mean, this is crowd control as well. That's not deflection. Who needs immune to stuff? Yeah, I mean, it's like the immunity thing will help like one time
I'm on it.
In some far-off obscure fight. Hang on just a second. Did the game noise stop? I can't hear anything right now. I'm guessing you guys can't either if I can't. Alright, let me go through a load here. Hang on just a second. I'm gonna pull up the intro music for the beginning of the stream just to see if I've got audio. You can hear the game sound. Okay, hang on.
Powering off.
Let me see if it's my headphones.
Powering on. Mic on.
My brothers and sisters have set sail for Neketaka.
I thought the tribes
No,
needed them
it's
to
got
calm
the,
the weather.
I got the green light.
Surrounds this place.
Battery's fine.
We must answer the call.
But I'm not
like
hearing
a
anything
hunger.
right now.
If the outsiders do not trample us first,
That's weird.
the green god
And if you guys
will
still
surely
are,
do
it must be
for
sending
them.
it to the sound card, so that
way, my
is
love.
weird. Alright, well, it is past time I usually end it, so what we'll do is I'll go down and talk to the prince, and then we'll wrap things up, and then I'll troubleshoot this off air. Yeah, when I was in the middle of looking at the weapon stats, it went, and I couldn't hear anything. You can't just power it on. Just gonna talk to the prince, that's all. See what he's up to. I think he gave us one of the quests earlier.
I hope you find our city pleasing.
Hope you find our city pleasing. Let's talk about the food shortage in the gullets.
Shortage. Are the Raparu not fed the leavings of the Kwaru and Mataru?
The Dawnstars have agreed to offer a share of their crops to Neketaka as long as the bulk of it goes to the Raparu.
My sister would
call this a test from the gods. It is our role to feed the Raparu, and we do not pass on our duties to outsiders.
We do not pass, but
I am of a different mind. Nothing pleases Nagati like an unlikely solution, and this is what you bring. Let it be so.
If you have more to
If you have more to say, I'm not above listening. Inform Anoi about the deal. Sweet. Okay, that's cool. Alright. So I'm going to save the game there, and I am very eager to get... Wow, we're this far in level 12. That quest turn-in was huge. I'm very eager to get to 13, because then we get the next tier of stuff. Double voice acting. I can't hear it. Might as well take these off. Okay, so with that said... I am going to wrap up here for the night. Maybe a few minutes earlier. I was probably going to go till 1, but I'm having some hardware issues that I need to troubleshoot. So I'm going to pause here for the night. And as always, thank you all for joining me. It is a pleasure having you here. If you're new here, I encourage you to hit that follow button. We stream every single night from at least 9 to midnight Eastern Standard Time. And if you follow, it makes it easy for you to tell when we are online. At the end of every stream, we always raid somebody else, so give me just a moment to see what streamers that stream similar content are online, and see who we can bomb into. If you don't like their content, you don't have to stay. This is just to put a smile on another streamer's face, and you can stay if you like the cut of their giblets. Looks like I'm the only Pillar 2 streamer right this second. Let's look in the other nearby categories. Let's see here. No one that I'm already following. Wow, no one's doing pillars. Not even that psycho who's been pumping out reruns for ad money for the past like 2 weeks. He's not even online. Alright. Let's do Kingmaker. That's the nearest thing we did. Okay, so I'm going to raid someone doing Kingmaker. Again, just to make somebody happy. You don't have to stay after the raid if you don't like it. I hope y'all have a good night, and I hope to see you tomorrow, because I will be back here. Peace.